Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. Listen, I am so late. I am so sorry, y'all. Y'all know I like to start on time, but I was having some technical difficulties and this reunion was giving absolutely nothing. But thank you so much for waiting for me. There are 178 of you on this live, and I appreciate each and every one of you for waiting on me on this Friday night. If you are listening and you're a part of the replay gang, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please listen all the way through. It really wasn't giving much, but I'm gonna try to put a little zhuzh on it, honey. It didn't give nothing. It gave absolutely nothing. The reunion was dry. The season was dry. Some of these people's edges was dry. Some of their faces was dry. Their elbows, they was ashy, honey. The whole situation, the whole season was ashy. And next week, when they go away, all I'm gonna have to say is bye, Ashy. Honey, go, go. Please go away from me with this and never return. Okay. So, anywho, hey to all of y'all. I would go through the whole hey and all this other kind of stuff and speaking to everybody, but I'm already an hour late. Okay. So, me wanting to be punctual, let's just jump right into the foolishness. Thank you for joining me for this Ready to Love reunion live. Okay. Now, according to me, honey, let me tell it wasn't giving nothing. Okay. It was giving absolutely nothing. But I mean, some other people may have enjoyed it. But for me, I was like, what is this? Like, what is this? That's exactly what I said throughout the entire thing. What the hell is this? So now that we got that out the way, let's get into it. I'm going to do the live review. Then I'm going to take y'all's comments and we're going to kiki like we normally do towards the end. And hopefully I can stay on track. So, child, let's get into the foolishness. Yes, y'all, make sure that y'all like the live before we get into it. Okay. No, Lynette, you didn't miss anything. I just now started the live, like literally 3 minutes ago. So you're good. We all good. All right. It is 311 of you on this live. If you like the live, if you like the comments, the chat, any of that, go ahead and like the live, honey. So let's go. Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review, this time live. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we're going to get into it. Let's get into it. So when the episode first opens up, of course, Tommy welcomes us as usual. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to the Ready to Love Dallas. Okay, we got it. Everybody is cleaned up nice. I was like, they all look nice. I have to give it to them. Everybody looked like some of y'all was a little iffy. But for the most part, everybody looked good. And child, Maurier got on his bow tie. I said, look at it. Is that velvet? Baby, when I saw that tux, I said, look at him. That wasn't a bean pie selling bow tie, honey. He looked all right tonight. So we revisit Tommy's curveballs. Of course, Tommy invited Chris 2.0 and Katarina. Okay. So he's talking to them, trying to see how they felt about the season and being a part of it. Chris said he was cool. He appreciated being a part of the season and he liked being a curveball, which was a whole lie because he did an interview where he said that he wished he would have got there earlier because he felt like he was behind. But, child, if you want to pretend to be nice, that's cool. Moving forward. So over here we have Couch A. That's Philip, Quentin in his little bitto suit, and Katarina. Now, the whole time she talking, because she said she did not like to be a curveball. She was like, I don't like that because I came in late and I feel like, I was behind. And so the whole time she talking, honey, the heifers is making the faces. Okay, they is making the faces. Like, girl, shut up. And I was like, dang, it's a lot of hateration in this dancery. Like, Janelle, what is wrong with you, honey? Like, girl, it's okay. Okay, Janelle got the screw face on as soon as Katarina stepped on the scene. I was like, this is crazy. So then we see Katarina's package, and they're just showing us when Herbert said that she was beautiful, right? Well, baby, what'd he say that for? Janelle with these faces leaning all over, rolling her eyes, snapping her neck. And I'm like, girl, it is okay for other women to be complimented. Relax. Relax. You're going to be okay. It's going to be fine. So then Tommy asks Katarina, oh, before that, we see never before seen footage of Marie letting Katarina down, telling her that she's not ready to love, basically. She ain't ready to love him. She might be ready to love somebody else. And when I saw her kind of crying, I said, girl, what? Now, I don't know if Katarina is just extremely sensitive or what, because I was like, I know you ain't crying over Marie in his short sets. Girl, get a grip. Honey, we do not cry over Marie in them child. We not gonna cry. What Mary J say, honey, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna shed a tear. Not over Marie in them striped suits, honey. Absolutely not. So after all that went down, she looked at Herbert and Philip, and she was just like, I had a strong connection with both of them. And Tommy said something that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Now, don't get me wrong. Janelle has an attitude that just jumps out at you through the screen. But I found this very interesting. Tommy looks at Quentin and he goes, so I just knew the two of you was going to hit it off. I just knew you and Katarina was going to hit it off. And I'm thinking, why did you think that? Because she's what you deem attractive and Quentin is what you deem attractive. So you thought the two of them would get together. Why did you think that? Why did you not think it was okay for him to like Janelle? Granted, her attitude sucks, but she is a pretty lady. And I just was like, that was strange to me. I'm like, why would you just think they were going to hit it off? Like, why did you think that? Like, why? Okay. So then Tommy was asking how she went from Herbert and Philip over here to Marie. I said, baby, not the shade. Baby, Tommy said, I don't know what none of these matches is doing. Do you hear me? Oh, okay. So she said that she had been in urgent care with her dad in that scene. Okay, so maybe I was not paying attention. My apologies, Katarina, honey. I'm a grown woman, honey. I ain't nothing like Janelle, okay? But I thought she was crying because of Marie, child. I was like, oh, honey, what is happening? But she was in the hospital with her dad. Thank y'all for letting me know. So, anywho, he's trying to figure out how did she get over here with Marie after she was over there with Philip and Herbert. And she said because he was intentional. He was consistent. Basically, they weren't returning texts, calls, none of that. So it wasn't going to work. So then once he mentioned her and Quentin being together, she looked at Quentin and she was like, he shut that down immediately. And, he just said he couldn't focus on 4 women or whatever. But I really feel like he was not allowed to speak to me. Like, because it had come to a point where he wasn't even talking to me, like, even friendly. And she was like, I just didn't understand that. So Quentin is over there looking like, I can't do everything. I said, Quentin, you were not allowed to talk to that woman, honey. You were scared for your damn life. You couldn't even fish for your goldfish down to the pond when y'all went on that retreat because Janelle was around every corner. I don't care how y'all try to convince the viewing public that you were free to do whatever it is that you wanted to do. A part of you feared the wrath that is Janelle, and you ain't fooling me. Okay? You're just not fooling me. So Katarina said, well, if she would have been there the whole time, then she would have had all of them. Now, I don't know about all that because I'm going to say this. Cynthia last season, was it last season that Cynthia was on there? It was the Miami season. Cynthia, yeah, it probably was last season. Cynthia was a curveball, and baby, she had all their necks turning. Okay, had everybody head spinning. So I just feel like if you were gonna get in the game, then you were gonna get in the game regardless. It had nothing to do with if you were there in the beginning, the middle, or the end. If they want you, they want you. People shuffle around their tops and bottoms all day long. So I just truly think sometimes your match is just not there. You ain't miss out on much, John. Well, this is what you got to choose from. Moving forward. The many faces of Janelle. Baby, that heifer be mad. Do you hear me? Ooh, honey, she be mad. I forgot to get that face Jessica was making, honey, because she got mad too when Marie said something about if Katarina would have been there from the start, then they would have gotten a better footing because they had a lot in common. We got something in common. And baby Jessica was like, say what now? Oh, y'all mad. So now we move on down because now it's time for Red and Unique. Part 2 or 2000 of this showdown about this damn thought job. So it's Red, Kira, and Chris on one couch, and on the other, we have Unique, Quentin, and Janelle. So now we see Red's short time on the show and this thought job come in. I'm like, oh, y'all about to get on my nerves, child. Now, Unique was trying to explain it away. Talk about it's a particular I'm girl, please. Okay. Now I am confused, and I'm still confused as to how Red was a no for Unique because he had a thought job, but she went heavy with Marvin. What I personally think is she just was not physically attracted to Red. So no matter what he said, honey, he could have said he was a doorman. Oh, you see plenty of women coming through that door. She just didn't like him. She was physically attracted to, to Marvin, and he had a little kinkiness with him. And baby, she wanted to see what I was doing. And she wanted to get tied up and flipped up, smacked up, flipped up, and rubbed down. And she didn't like Ninja Turtle. Teenage Mutant. Heroes in a half shell, turtle power. Honey, she didn't want nothing to do with him. But we see a never before scene with Red telling Quentin that they both have thought jobs. So they're at the right table because they're over there eating brunch and whatnot. So Tommy asked how Red felt about the situation. He was like, it don't bother me. I got some thought job t-shirts for sale. Sir, it definitely bothered you. It did. You dedicated entire Instagram post to it. It is okay if you were offended because it can give offensive. You know what I'm saying? It can. So, like I said, she tries to explain to Tommy that she wasn't calling him a thought, just what he does. Now, Unique now, quit playing in my face. Now, for me, this is how I interpret the definition. If someone says you have a thought job, that implies that the person that's working the job is a thought. That's what it gives me. Okay, because if you think about the DJs, and she said personal trainers and the bartenders and this, that, and this, you think that that person sleeps with their customers. So you call it a thought job. Girl, you're not going to play in my face talking about, no, I wasn't saying about him. And yes, you were. So then Unique said that she knew something about Red and she didn't want to talk about it because he wanted to talk about it off camera. He DM'd her once. She said he DM'd her twice. And at that point, they were playing with semantics, but the bottom line is she was saying that she got some information that Red don't take care of his children or something like that. And Tommy was just like, the kids are off limits. I'm just sorry. We can't talk about the kids. Let's not talk about the children. Well, to me, Unique, you were just deflecting, honey, because you had said about the thought job and whatnot. Because there really was no reason for you to bring this up. You've been off the show how long? Okay. And now all of a sudden you talking about the girl. Anyway. Moving forward. Tommy asked how Red was doing and if he was dating, and Red said that he does talk to Janelle and Kira. And I was like, what? You talk to Janelle? Now, I do know that he and Janelle had, a connection because, she was saying that Kira had a fake bag and she had a real one. So I guess the love triangle is continuing, but honey, Kira was flirting with everybody. So I just don't really even know. And he said that she was sitting with Q, but she knows where home is. And so I was like, so is she with Q or not? I just knew they were a couple. I don't know. I just really don't know, honey. But Unique, keep your receipts, child. We don't give a damn. Okay. Maybe we don't give a damn. But anywho, Janelle, I don't know what you over there doing with Red, child. These people giving anybody. You hear me? Moving forward. So now on to Maria and Jessica. Child, she must have dressed him today. Because, I just knew he was going to come dressed in a court jester suit with his knees out. I was going to be like, oh, Maria, why must you be my problem, child? Honey, what is wrong with you? But, he cleaned up all right. So they showed their time basically building up to the bridge where, you hear a theme song and whatnot. But everybody on this cast hates each other. Because everybody in the back was like, it ain't real. They don't like each other. Even Red said, it ain't real. They ain't kiss each other. Now, Red, when you're right, you're right. When you're right, you're right. And the fact that they're sitting there talking about, so we're dating. Everything's good. What? Tommy said, so what are y'all doing now? How's it going? And she was like, we're dating. Ma'am, y'all were dating on the show. Is you or ain't you a couple? And then Tommy also asked her, he said, well, what made Maria separate from the rest? And she was confused. Like, what? What is he talking about? He repeated the question. She finally understood. And then she goes, oh, well, I didn't like, he was my connection and my only connection after we came back from the retreat. So I just kind of honed in on that. And they were being messy in the back. Had Chris' face in the middle of the camera looking like, now, that's a lie. Now, part two, I'm speaking directly to you, producers. We better touch on that whole combative and cussing out. I want to hear about that. Okay, the interesting stuff better come in part two because I dang show was bored. I had several beverage breaks, which is why I probably didn't hear Katarina say she was down to the hospital. I just didn't like part one. It was very boring. When I say very, I do mean very. Okay. And I wrote in my notes, this reunion sucks. It just sucks. It was so bad. So now we gone on over to Habibi. Mm, mm, mm. So we have Janelle and Sierra. Janelle and Sierra are out on the couch because Habibi is back. Habibi comes out. Tommy's like, you said some very disrespectful things, some very inappropriate things, and I think that you should apologize for those things. Now he said some half-ass apology for whatever it is that he did. And he's like, well, I don't feel like I'm the type to say those kind of things. How you don't feel like you're the type to say those kind of things when you're the type that said those kind of things? And Kira, why are you holding his hand? It just, oh, honey, it's just giving desperate for physical touch. You was back there kissing on Red or kissing his head or whatever was going on. You're out here holding on to his girl. Let that man's hand go. Okay, let it go. So anywho, he's sitting there looking like a clown that he is. And Sierra was like, listen, I can joke with the best of them because that's why I got sent home and whatnot. But when it comes to my parent, don't say nothing about my mama. Okay. So then Habibi starts talking about parents putting themselves above the children. And Sierra said, what are you talking? Are you well? Are you well? Because we were talking about crawfish. What are you talking about? My mama put herself before me. What are you saying? Now he got Tommy confused because Tommy like, wait a minute, we talking about crawfish? I thought you was finna apologize. It was a whole bunch of confusion over whether or not, you know, if we were supposed to be talking about the crawfish or the mama putting her feelings above the child. I don't know what was going on. Habibi feels like it wasn't that deep. He's like, it really ain't that deep. It's not that deep to you. Okay. You can't tell other people how to feel about what they feel about. So now it's time for Janelle versus Habibi. So she was like, you're saying that, I want to know where you're coming from. You're saying that you understand where we're coming from. Well, where exactly are we coming from? Bruh, where are we coming from? And he was like, don't call me bruh. Call me by my name. I have a name. Call me by my name. So Janelle was like, bruh, you are out of line and you take zero accountability. You need to apologize. Here go Kira. He did apologize. Kira, sit back. You know, the one thing I cannot stand for a person to do, now this is just my own personal pet peeve. Please do not pipe up and speak about a subject that has nothing to do with you. The offense did not happen to you. It happened to her. Like Janelle or hate her, it happened to her and it was a violation. You don't put your face in my bosom and tell me you're going to suck my boobs next time. And you sit on the sideline holding his hand, pacifying his ignorance, talking about he already apologized. Please pipe down. Please pipe down. This has nothing to do with you. I don't like when people do that. Now, that's just me. Okay. So, anywho, like I said, he half-ass apologized and kind of brushed it under the rug. So she's pissed. So she gets up and she walks off because he's not understanding exactly what it is that she's saying. So he gets up, gets his saxophone and tries to come behind her. And she's like, get him away from me. I'm not playing. I don't want him anywhere near me. What I thought was strange though, y'all, is that Herbert got up to comfort Janelle instead of Quentin. I'm like, Quentin must got cement in his shoes. Because baby, why are you still sitting there? You know she gonna rip you a new one when this reunion is over. Why didn't you get up? Herbert went to the back, which I thought was so sweet of him. It really shows his character. It really does. He got up, he went to the back. She was about to cry. He wiped her tear. I just thought that was so sweet. It made me look at Herbert in a totally different light. I said, you know what, Herbert, if you want to wait 50 years, Herbert, if you want to wait 50 years to have some children, if you're going to be a sweet man like that, no, I'm just playing. But I did think that it was great that he went to the back. You know, he got up and he helped her. So here comes this man. He comes behind Janelle, but she wants nothing to do with it. So instead of him coming out on stage and saying, you know what? I really want to apologize to her. Tell her to come back. I want to apologize the way she wants me to apologize. He starts playing his damn saxophone. Pick up the pieces. Sir, please put that damn saxophone down. Your 15 minutes of fame are up. Habibi is definitely, as Janelle stated, an authentic clown. And I understand why she felt the way that she does. Like, no. I didn't appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Because Tommy allowing him to deflect and not talk about the seriousness of what he did and really acknowledge her feelings, I didn't appreciate it. Now, I'm the type of person that because this is reality TV, I can kind of separate, what's going on with each scene. And as a woman, I just found that to be disgusting that he was just able to just play his saxophone and act like he didn't do something inappropriate and violate her personal space and her boundaries. Like, no, where they do that at? Tommy, I know you tried, but ew, child. Ooh, child. So now it's Marvin's turn. Okay. So Marvin gets on the scene, y'all. We going on down to Marvin's room. Tommy done picked up this tickler. Tommy said, "What is this?" He said, "It's a tickler." Not a tickler. Baby, this show has gone downhill. Do you hear me? It's gone to hell. So Tommy was like, "Why did you feel so comfortable, speaking your speech about the sexuals of it all?" He said, "That's because that's who I am. And if I choose a woman, I want her to be into what I'm into, and I want her to know right away." Okay. So baby, they all laughing because Tommy done picked up this tickler and whatnot. And so Tommy asked him, of course, how he thought the women felt. And then he asked the women, "Well, did it turn y'all off when, when he said that to y'all, especially with him telling you all the things that he likes?" Lee was like, "Immediately no." It's a no for me, big dog. It's a hell no. She was like, "No," because he was saying he wanted people to watch us and me have sex with another man. Like, it just, no. She said, "I did, however, appreciate his honesty because I would want to know upfront what you're into. But for me, it's a no." So baby Unique was like, "Well, I kind of like it. You know what I'm saying? I liked it. And I was not afraid to say that I liked it, honey." So she like a little kink. So she did say she went to one of his events. And I was like, "What was happening down to the event?" Now I do want to know what was going on in there. She said she liked the hot wax and they was pouring wax on each other. But this is what confused me. Unique said Marvin was in a relationship so that she couldn't get the attention that she needed. She was like, "Yeah, he was in a relationship, so I really couldn't get his undivided attention." So were you willing to share him? I was completely confused. I don't know if I went to take another beverage break. I'm sure y'all gonna get me together in the chat if I got it confused because I was like, "What?" So anyway, I was confused on what was happening. And she said they were in a relationship and he was in a relationship with somebody else. And I'm like, well, it might be that lady that he's doing interviews with all over the YouTube. He does have a special lady that likes to get into it how he gets into it. So I mean, to each their own. Now on to Tequila, the other authentic clown. So you have the authentic clown sitting in between Unique and Tequila. And yeah. And so they're showing Tequila's time, her short time there on the show. And I was just paying attention. I said, "Not Phil wearing the same suit, but in different colors." Phil, baby, Phil. Her and Habibi are sitting side by side, and apparently they still chit chat, but still ain't in a relationship. You did all that, huffing and puffing, getting up ready to fight somebody, and still y'all ain't a bit more nothing than the man in the moon. He still pick up the pieces, and you still trying to fight everybody that comes in your path. It makes no sense. Now, normally, I wouldn't get, I really just wouldn't call nobody a clown, except Habibi. But the way that she treated Phil, I was disgusted. I was just disgusted. So Tommy asked about her connection with Habibi. She said, she saw another side to him. And he said he saw another side to her. And they still hang out, they still talk. So then she asked about Phil. So then he asked about Phil. So now it's Tequila versus Philip. So y'all remember that whole threesome thing? She asked him about a threesome, which she should not have, because girl, you're just meeting him. So why are you asking him about a threesome? Like, get real, honey, get your life. So she starts going on about how Phil was saying that he was uncomfortable that she asked about the threesome of it all, which for me makes me feel like Philip is a stand-up guy for not wanting to engage in a conversation off rip about a threesome. And if I'm not mistaken, he did answer it, but he didn't answer to her liking. So she was like, well, you want to know what makes me uncomfortable? Broke people make me uncomfortable. Bankruptcy makes me uncomfortable. So then Tommy is confused, like, what is the bankruptcy of it all? Like, what are you saying? She said, well, he filed for bankruptcy. The look in Phil's eyes, y'all. I was so disgusted. He was like, yeah, because I was in real estate in '08, and we all know we were in a recession in 2008. He said, and all of my properties went under. He said, but you saying that right there, that further lets me know that I would have never wanted to deal with somebody like you. She's like, the feeling's mutual. He said, you are so immature. Tequila, you need help. Okay. There was no reason for you to bring him down based on his finances. That's something that's out of his control. I have family members that have filed for bankruptcy. And so what? Sometimes there are circumstances that cause you to have to file bankruptcy. And sometimes the rich and the famous do it as well. Y'all don't be knowing the meaning of things before you just spew them out your mouth. You don't even know what you're talking about. You need to look up bankruptcy. Some people file it just to clear their credit. You don't know what you're talking about. And for you to say that to him and try to make him feel less than because exactly, Phil, a bankruptcy in '08 ain't even on your credit report no more. And I was just like, for you to try to say that to demean him, I just thought that that's low. Oh, child, it was just low. So then Tommy went over to ask her about the whole situation between her and Janelle and her trying to get fought because of Habibi. And Janelle was like, look, I don't even understand what's happening. I don't even really care anymore. So there's that. So Tommy was looked at Tequila and he said, okay, so y'all squashed it, right? And she said, yep, I think everything's good between us. And everybody was confused. Like, wait a minute, what? Is it good or ain't it good? Y'all can be trusted. So, baby, they go to the bed. So Tequila and Janelle and everybody else, from the couches, they go to the bed. So Janelle said something about somebody's feathers are ruffled or somebody lost a feather. Child, I don't know. Stuck a feather in his head and called it macaroni, honey. She said something about Yankee Doodle. I don't know what was going on. But Tequila heard feather, and baby, what she say that for? Tequila said, you want to fight? So then Janelle said, you want to fight me, Tequila? And then she gets up. She starts pushing the table, talking about, I'm from Shreveport. I'm from Shreveport. Let me tell you something. I can't stand when people start talking about where they from as if your demographic makes you a tough guy. Oh, I'm from Chicago. I'm from Houston, south side of Houston. You don't want none of that. That doesn't mean anything. I've seen weak sauce in every city, state, and every side. It means absolutely nothing. If you wanted to get to her, you would. Pushing that little table over, honey. Now you tearing up the people's stuff in the recreational area. This is for y'all to sit down before y'all go on stage. So now you flipping all that over, jumping all up, giving her exactly what she wants. Don't give her that. If you heard her say something about a feather, and so what? Who gives a damn? You don't give a damn. You let your emotions take over. I understand because the Virgo in me, I am a very emotional person. And just the smallest thing, I'd be ready to pop off back in the day. I'm better controlled now. But I also know when somebody is trying to play on my top. And I also know when somebody is trying to control my emotions. And Janelle has control over you. That outburst in the back proved it. Like, I would have been like, girl, yeah, you might want to take one of my feathers home as a souvenir. Child, like, what? Why did you do all that? And that was the end of reunion part 1. It gave nothing. Like, it gave absolutely nothing. Like, it just didn't make no sense. So Brittany said, I like that she stands up to Janelle. Brittany, I don't mind her standing up to Janelle. I'm all for it. But it's misplaced sometimes. It's not making any sense. Like the first time was, the whole Habibi situation. Janelle had felt violated by him. And so rightfully so, she gonna say he's an authentic clown. You mad because she said, you can say whatever you want to say about any man in the ladies' lounge. Say whatever you feel. But you can't tell me how to respond when somebody violated me. So now y'all get up and y'all getting ready to fight. Then we get to the reunion And she's like, well, I don't know. I don't care. Whatever. Just whatever. She acting like she don't care. Then all of a sudden, she get to the back and now y'all ready to fight again. This is just nuts. But I mean, I like the fact that she stands up for herself. Don't get me wrong. I'm there with you, Brittany. I really am. But it just seems like sometimes she just gets to acting crazy. What was the reason for her treating Phil that way? And another thing I observed as I was watching halfway, okay, because I wasn't really paying all the attention, it's a lot of mean girls on that cast. A lot of them in different shapes and forms. Okay, I might make a whole video about the mean girls of it all and dissect what I've seen in each one of them. Because, baby, you picking this man apart because he filed for bankruptcy and calling him broke and all this other kind of stuff, that was mean girl behavior as well. Two things can be true. Janelle is unhinged, and please stay the hell away from me. And Tequila, you are wrong for the way that you did Philip. Even the people in the back were like, he did not deserve that. Like, why did you do that? What's wrong with you? Like, why? Why are you treating him that way? It was just so uncalled for. And I just didn't like it. I was like, girl, what's wrong with you? Why are you treating him like that? If you don't like him and you mad about something that went on during the season, talk about what we're talking about. I can't stand when people argue with me about something. All of a sudden, we arguing about you didn't take the trash out. If I'm talking to my significant other, all of a sudden, that's why you bald head and you lost all your hair because your mama put a perm on you. That has nothing. My damn perm when I was 6 has nothing to do with this. My just for me ain't got a damn thing to do with you taking out that trash. Him filing bankruptcy ain't got nothing to do with him being uncomfortable. He has a right to say he felt uncomfortable. That's his right. Oh, well, I'm uncomfortable with broke men and bankruptcy. And Tommy, you're going to have to get a handle on these people. Because I did not like, it's just certain things I didn't like. I didn't like the insinuation that Quentin and Katerina just should have been a couple. Based on what? Based on what? I didn't like how you didn't correct Habibi when he basically was deflecting and answering every kind of way that he felt like he wasn't even really answering the question. Like, what is he talking about? Talking about, some people parents put themselves before the person that falls out of bed doesn't hit his head on the ground. What are you talking about? If a tree falls in a forest and no one is there to hear it, did it really fall? That has not a damn thing. These people are these. Oh my goodness. I'd rather have Denise back in Houston, honey. I'd rather have the Houston people back. At least they act like they halfway got some sense, child. This right here, D-Town, you are unhinged, honey. But I guess we got our karma with Love is Blind because they acting a fool and they from Houston. All of Texas is just crazy. I don't even know why Drake rapping about it. All my exes live in Texas like I'm George Strait or they go to Georgia State. Honey, just let them be. Just let it be. Just let it be. Just let it be. Texas is unhinged. And y'all see why I don't go outside? This why I don't be going outside like that, because it ain't nothing outside. The one time I went outside to the Renaissance concert of it all, saw that soulmate with somebody he ain't even supposed to be with. Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. That's how it goes down in Texas. So I just stay in the house. Let me see what y'all saying. KH said, they have to get a handle on this show because it's becoming Ready to Love, and Hip Hop edition. Yeah, it is. And it's just tacky. Don't get me wrong. I love a little drama. I'm not so above brow. What I can't stand is when people are all like, oh my gosh, it's so much drama. This is ridiculous. And girl, and you're going to be right there to watch next week. Now, don't get me wrong. I like a little drama, but I don't like this. It's not a good depiction of who we are. You know what I just don't like it. And I'm from Shreveport. Anyway, girl. And what else is going on? Daniela said, Tommy never calls me an out, but he had so many follow-up questions for Unique. He sure did. Tommy is always disappointing. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, honey. Always. Another round said, we're going to pray for you. Listen, if I would have got that DM when Sean said y'all was in Houston, honey, I wasn't coming outside probably no way. Ain't nothing out there but air. Okay, and it's tainted. These men be having a woman on every side of town, child. It's a fool. Sandria said, please stay inside, Misha. If you go outside, just go straight to the airport. Texas. Oh, child. I'm not Okay. Oh, y'all comments just give me life, honey. I love my comment section. Do you hear me? I love my chat. I love my comment section. My son will tell y'all, I will be riding down the street like, oh, let me check my comments. Baby, I hear a comment, I cackle. Y'all funny as hell. I go straight to the airport. Where I'm going to go? Because I found the dude down in New Orleans, honey, and he was from Atlanta, girl. And you know, they 17-1. And he was on the TikTok with all the girls up underneath his thing because he got the most beautiful teeth, baby, and a beautiful smile. He chocolate too. Waves on swim. What waves on swim? So they hate on him. Baby, he looks so good. Do you hear me? And all the girls think he looks so good. Ain't no telling how many girls he done linked up with. Daryl. Wait a minute. What's his name? Daryl? No, his name Devin. Ain't no telling Devin. Child, this is a mess. Sean said Tommy is weak. That's why he on his uncle's show. Go along to get along. They need to replace him. Okay, it don't make no sense. And Tommy, I like you because you know I like to kiki with you. You know what somebody told me? Now y'all know I just be making fun of Tommy because I just be playing. You know, because Tommy is just, you know how he be talking and stuff. And he used to wear his turtlenecks and he be hot outside. And I just think he is just the funniest host ever. So I always do his voice, but I do that with all my reviews. And one day, I think this might have been Tommy, and he ain't fooling me. One day, somebody was in my comment section. They were like, why are you always talking about Tommy? It's weird. You're always making fun of him. Could you do a better job? And could. Because I guarantee you, them educator skills are going to click right the hell in when I have to rally the troops. You wouldn't sit in a reunion and just skate on by. Habibi would have had to answer for that. I would have been like, Habibi, put that damn saxophone down. We're not talking about that right now. Put it up. As a matter of fact, put it in the back. Come back and have a seat. Now, I want to know, why did you put your face in this girl's bosoms? Okay, she's upset about that, and you need to address it. I'm not playing with you. Child, they was really mad at me, like, you always be talking about him. I'm like, it's a joke. Like, okay, it probably would. JG said it's Tommy's wife. Oh, honey, I'm sorry, Miss Tommy's wife, honey. Oh, Lord. Witty one said, child, ain't no way these folks can go back to work after being seen acting a fool. I love acting. Oh, I love acting. Yes, acting a fool. That's like my grandma. My grandmother says throat. She don't say throat. So you almost choke. You not putting that stuff down your throat like that. Oh, honey, not throat. Yvette said, I really missed the first 4 seasons. Where did the class go? I don't know. It went somewhere, but it definitely is not on the scene. We can forget that. And now y'all know we have the Ready to Love all-star women. We got Zadia, Sharice, Vernisha, Joelle. How could you, Joelle? I like me some Vernisha. But baby, she be sounding so hoarse, honey. We got Vernisha, I often say Joelle, Vernisha, Ashley from season 1. I love me some Ashley. I started following Ashley on Instagram immediately after that first season of Ready to Love, and I've been following her crazy self ever since. And I was wondering, because one day she was on there doing like little majorette moves and stuff, and I said, I wonder what Ashley doing these days. And then boom, she back on the screen. I love Tamika Lee. Tamika is from Southern Charm, New Orleans. If you've never seen that show on Bravo, it was so good. But Tamika, now I'm gonna call you out here and I'm gonna call you out on that dang on show review. Girl, you ain't bit more no matchmaker than the man in the moon. Just because you put your friends together does not make you a matchmaker. Girl, you were a news anchor. And don't think I forgot. Now, I don't know if you went and took a class and got certified or what. Talking about, I'm Tamika Lee and I'm a matchmaker. Girl, no, you're not. No, you're not. It's giving lie. Okay? It's giving lie. Now, okay, listen. So she said, look, Lovely Beauty 85 says, Sharice, that's who I can't do. I can't do Zadia either. I feel like this is what I feel. After she physically assaulted Daddy Devin, I don't feel like she should have been allowed to come back on another show on OWN. You mushed him while he was eating his vegan risotto. You don't put your hands on nobody. Keep your paws to yourself. Because, like I always say, had the roles been reversed, we would not be as forgiving. Oh, he put his hands on one of the girls. Let's bring him back. No, you don't need to come back. You need to find somewhere else to go. You're not allowed to assault someone and then come on back and try to find love down in New Orleans. Like, where they do that at? So, anyway. Lanice said, I can't watch this new show where the women blatantly choose the men to and chase them down and move down to New Orleans. I was like, what is this? But I already know ain't nothing to moving to no New Orleans, child. So I'm just gonna look at this as if it's just something to do because they had to get closer to Tamika because Tamika is the host and she's from New Orleans. So they probably were like, hey, Tamika, can you host this show? And Tamika was like, I can't be away from my family. So you're gonna have to find a way to make the show come to me. So then they went back to the drawing board and decided, listen, we're going to bring the heifers down to New Orleans. Find some of these men from the Ninth Ward. Bring them up and let Ward to choose one of the baddies. And then we're going to say that the women are moving to New Orleans when we know dang on well they are not, allegedly. Child, let me put my banner up because I done came up with a whole thing, okay? Welcome to the Opinionated Channel. All views expressed are opinions and alleged. If you would like to support my channel, please Cashapp MEASHAIMO. Oh, and don't forget the $. Moving forward. Okay, back to the mess. So I had to make sure I said it. Because, baby, I don't for 1 second believe that them people moving to no. Exactly, Dorica. Simply entertainment. I don't buy nothing else from it. Daphne, Southern Charm New Orleans was so good. That show was so good. It was never a dull moment. Every single season was good, and then it just abruptly was canceled. I know something, though. Okay, I ain't gonna speak on it, but I know something because they always doing that conveniently, if y'all know what I mean. Because when nothing wrong with Southern Charm New Orleans, get rid of all them Southern Charms from everywhere else. I'm like, why y'all cut New Orleans? Miss Mermaid said, Misha, you need to do voice acting and speak your speech. Girl, I'm trying. Oh, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Let me fill y'all in on what went down. There are almost, baby, I need one more person to join this live. And then we would have 1,000 people on here on a Friday night for our Ready to Love live review. Listen, if you have not liked the live, please, let's at least get to 700 likes. Normally, I don't give a specific number, but I'm really trying to push my videos back into the algorithm. I went on Google today to see if I even show up in search, and I don't. But when I first started, my videos would always pop up. And I'm like 30, 40,000 views down for certain reviews. I've had people in the comments say they have to search for my videos. So please just like the live. Okay, please like it. We're having a good time in the chat. We're talking. We're getting into it. So please like the live. Okay. Anywho, Miss 86 Hazel Eye said, I can't believe OWN is letting this show go down the drain like this. Where's Oprah? Well, you know, she stopped really being completely involved. I think she gave ownership or something. She sold a part of it or something like that. I can't remember. Instantly Glam, thank you. Just like the live. Hey, Misha. Hey, girl. Hey. Yes, y'all like it for me, please. YouTube changed their monetization. They did. It's a lot of stuff going on. It's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and a lot of us are just trying to keep our head above water. That's why, I want to make sure that. Oh, also tomorrow is Saturday, and I just started a new segment. It's called Sub Saturday, where I will be posting in my community tab people who have YouTube channels who are trying to get their viewership up and their subscriber numbers. So that's why I'm calling it Sub Saturday. But it's for the people that are subscribed to my channel. So if you are subscribed to me and you have a channel, or you're starting a channel, or you're growing a channel, or your mama and them got a channel, if you need me to post in my community tab, I will do that. Okay. I don't need a pat on the back. I don't need no money. I'm just trying to help the people out. Okay. Because I know what it's like. And when I started, by the grace of God, Married at First Sight was the show that catapulted my channel. But had I not had Married at First Sight, I don't know how long it would have taken me to get monetized. So I just want to help somebody else. So if you need a push, let me know, child. I mean, I ain't no big channel, but I still help you out. Oh, y'all, there are 1,008 of you on this live. Let's see if we can get 700 likes. We have already gone through the review. And yeah, I mean, it just didn't give nothing, y'all. It didn't give nothing. Okay. Suzette said, I thought we was done with Zadia. Girl, she back, Suzette. She is back. I'm so proud of y'all. 1,000 people on a random live, because y'all know I do not be going live on Friday nights. I appreciate y'all. You know what? Whenever I get on lives, I always say to my son, because y'all know he's my manager and whatnot, I always say to my son, I should go live more. And then the day it's time to go live, I'm like, I don't feel like going live. Because the reason why is because I don't like dead air. I don't like boring lives. You know how you get on a live and it's just like silence and they be like, yeah. So what y'all say? They don't put the comments up, nothing. They just talking to the side. Uh-huh. Well, I'm gonna get on out of here because I don't like that. I really have to have something to talk about. I really want to make sure that I'm giving you something. So I'm gonna make sure that I give it my all. In days where I'm just not feeling it, some days I have a live on that day, but I muster it up because honey, I can't stand dead air. I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. Truly, Dorcas said this was a mess of a reunion. It really was. It really, really was. Okay, it was not giving not nothing. Thank you, Beth, for the super chat. Miss Mermaid say, we do not like this show though. Love you and your story time. Y'all hate this show. Look, Sandra said, I'm just glad that Maurier clothes fit tonight and there wasn't a stripe in sight. Girl, I say, look, Jessica must have dressed him tonight. Because baby, he actually had his clothes on right. And the buttons wasn't buttoned up, hanging on for dear life. Y'all know how you like to do. I'm so proud of y'all. 1,000 people on my live, y'all. I'm just so happy. Thank y'all for supporting me. I don't even know. I guess the people trying to figure out what went on Ready to Love and they're just searching. It probably happened by coincidence or, people just searching for something to watch. But I still appreciate y'all nonetheless. Shakira said, why don't you post on your throwback channel anymore? The Flavor of Love review was hilarious to me. I'm getting to it, Shakira. I thought about that today. I was like, I really need to start posting over there. The thing is, when school starts, it's kind of hectic. So it's like, okay, I'm trying to make sure my son is learning and doing what he's supposed to do. And I'm also trying to make sure that I upload on Patreon. Then I'm also making sure that I upload over here. And then I got that second channel. So I feel a little bit in over my head, but I decided that what I'm going to do is just do reviews in bulk. And then I'll just release them on the throwback channel so that it's constantly something to watch. So I'm on it, Shakira. I'm on it. I'm going to get it. Flask of Inspiration said OWN was originally a co-pro with Discovery and is now owned by Warner Brothers. Oprah doesn't get involved with the shows like that. Honey, I know if she did, she'd been to shut down Huntsville. The way they got this stuff going. Baby, they be attacking people and everything. What's wrong with them? AMPM said your reviews are definitely better than the actual show. Thank you. I appreciate that. A Beautiful Day, they said Janelle was on live being messy. Girl, listen, I saw her on live last night. She was on live for about 2.5 hours. And that's why I was thinking her and Quentin might have been together. But then judging from this reunion, I'm like, I don't think they're together. And they were kind of like, shooting. But what I did catch, and I don't know if this is true, but what I gathered from the live, because I did record it, and I was going to do a video on it or whatever, but I was like, I'm not going to put up no 2 hours of Janelle talking. Absolutely not. But I saw on her live, she was talking and she was saying how she's not as cool with everybody because she takes up for people and they don't take up for her. And she said, I'm only cool with Quentin. I think she said Maurier and Herbert. I think that's it. And I'm like, wait a minute, what happened to Jessica? So I don't know if they cool like that. I don't know what's going on. I said, okay, that was interesting. I caught it. Now, I don't know if they still cool or not, but I don't know. I don't know if it was because of her interview or I don't know what's going on. But child, she said she don't fool with none of them people. I said, oh, this is messy. Jess and Maurier lying, but in unison. At least they were on one accord. Honey, they hit us with a hours. They said they together, whether we like it or not. Sure, please. Miss 86 Hazel Eyes said, Janelle full of she seems so self-absorbed. And if she say on them lives one more damn time, they didn't pick you. You're mad because they picked me and they didn't pick you. Congratulations, honey. Do you want a cookie? What did I say on my other review? You can get a man anywhere. You might not want him, but you can get him. Go to the corner store, you can get a man. Go to the Walmart, you can get a man. Go to the Home Depot, you can get a man. I'm gonna have to get somebody to produce that so that the women know, honey, it's not a shortage of men, it's a shortage of good men. We can get them. It is okay. Don't nobody want nothing that y'all had to choose from over there on that season. Like, we gonna be all right, honey. We gonna be all right. We don't want that, okay? Ciante Love said, I think Janelle feels away because Jessica told Crystal XO that she didn't agree with everything Janelle did. Oh, that's what it was. Girl, I knew it, Ciante. I said, wait a minute. Why didn't she name Janelle? What did Jessica say? Because she said, everybody want to do their interviews and I take up for everybody, but I'm stopping that because nobody's taking up for me. So, okay, that makes sense. Got it. Thank you, Suzette, for being a member for 8 months. Love you, Miss Misha. You really made Ready to Love much better. Oh, thank you, Suzette. I can count on you to be in the comment section, honey. I know you're going to be there. Sheila said, I saw her talking mess with you today. Girl, that probably was that live from last night. That's the one I recorded, honey. But I say, you know what? I'm not even going to upload it. I want these people to go away. Yes, Miss Bug, you can go to the corner store. You can get a man. Baby, you can go. Baby, I had one try to get me because I was returning something to the Amazon. Do you hear me? Y'all remember that story time I told y'all on that live where I was trying to return a table, a dining room table, baby, and he was like, I'm going to come back for a rain check. And I was like, don't you come back around here, honey. You don't know what's going on over here. Baby, the men's are outside. Now, do I want the ones that's outside? Probably not. But they are out there. So, girl, stop trying to make people feel bad because they didn't get chosen by these men. Girl, anyway. Felicia said, Misha, please let us know how the Beyonce concert went. Oh, I talked about it last night. Did I have a live last night? Was it last night? Yeah, it was last night. I talked about it last night, baby. I had the time of my life. I still got my little wristband and everything. Baby, I had a good time. I saw so many people that I knew. I feel like the whole Houston was inside that stadium. Everybody and their mama, literally, young, old, and in between, were in that stadium Saturday and Sunday night. Like it felt like a privilege and an honor. And I'm glad I didn't miss out because I feel like I would have had FOMO hearing everybody talk about it, even though it was not on my radar like that. Because the thing is, people still outside coughing and whatnot. And I can't get sick. My son has severe asthma. He has a compromised immune system. I have to be very careful. But my mom saw fit for me to drop it low and pick it up slow. And baby, I feel like falling in love. Wasn't even supposed to come. But baby, you couldn't tell me nothing. Do you hear me? And y'all, when she started singing Dangerously in Love, I just started crying, y'all. Because I used to sing that to my soon-to-be ex-husband all the time. It was a dangerous love. I ain't gonna lie to you. And baby, when she was just looking so beautiful. And y'all know how Beyonce be having that fan blowing that hair back. And that song was playing. I said, oh, Beyonce, not tonight. Not tonight. I cannot be in my feelings right now tonight. I can't do that. Girl, don't do it. And y'all know I was kind of scared, though, going up in there. Because I was like, oh, please don't let me run into that ex. Now, I did run into the ex, but it wasn't the ex-husband, honey. It was the ex-soulmate. I told y'all last night what went on. Honey, I tried to leave a little bit early so I could beat the traffic and the crowds. And then I happened to run into him and his person. And I spoke because I'm petty. Pretty and petty. I went right on ahead. I said, hey, I haven't seen you in forever. I know that his balls dropped to his feet because he was probably thinking, please don't say nothing. He wanted me not to say nothing. I wasn't going to say nothing, baby. I ain't going to blow up your spot. Okay? I'm not. Flask of Inspiration said, oh my God, I still can't believe the soulmate debacle. Girl, just despicable. Tina T said Lee wore better dresses on the show. That Tanya Harding dress did nothing for her sick body. I thought she looked pretty. Let's look at it again. Hold on, let's look at it. Hold on, here we go. I thought she looked nice. I don't know. I thought she looked pretty. I don't know. Maybe just because, she just wears everything so well. So maybe, but I thought she looked very nice. I did. I would have liked to see her in gold. Gold would have been so pretty. That would have been a good look. Miss A, yes, I always want to. No, it's not that she always looks like she's in prom dress. It's that hair. Because I said the same thing when I looked at Jessica. I said, Jessica gonna pin that hair up, ain't she? Girl, if you don't let that hair down, she'll be pinning that hair up like she is going to a prom. You're absolutely right. That's exactly what I was thinking. Hold on. The Haitian Empress said the gas station, aka the homeless shelter, girl, because they be outside, don't they? Baby. Listen. She ain't, I don't think so. Because I cannot disguise my voice. My voice is my voice no matter where I go. That's why when I go in the store, my son be saying, shut up. Because I'll be like, I'll look at something and pick it up. Like I was in Costco a few months back. And I said, this ain't giving no kind of zhuzh. My son said, Mommy, don't say that kind of stuff out loud. And I'm glad he did tell me that because I was looking a fool. So if I did happen to run into somebody, they'd be like, girl, what is happening here? I was kind of looking crazy. Now, I did run into a subscriber when I first started. I ran into her at the gas station. I'm just minding my black-owned business, getting some gas. And child, she was listening to the review in her car, and I could hear my voice, and I'm thinking, did my son have his phone on? Child, I look over there. It's her and her mama cackling in the car, listening to my Married at First Sight review. I will never forget that. And she was like, oh my gosh. I was like, girl, ain't nobody. Child, this is YouTube, okay? Terry, thank you for being a member for 18 months. Terry, you keeping it real, honey. Misha, do a special edition live for Shirley Strawberry saga because this gave nothing. You know what? Speaking of the whole saga with Shirley Strawberry, y'all guess who DM'd me telling me that I should make a video for the whole Shirley Strawberry phone calls to Nasty Nesta. Y'all will never guess who asked me to do a video. And I thought it was so cool. I said, girl, your little channel making it. So anywho, I'm gonna tell y'all because y'all probably can't guess. So I'm just minding my black-owned business, but not really. And yeah, those of you that watch Married at First Sight, y'all already know that I have reviewed the seasons since season 12, and I really don't want to review this one, but I'm gonna do it. So I'm minding my black-owned business, honey. And Jasmine from this last season of Married at First Sight, she DMs me and she's like, hey girl, hey, I'm listening to these Shirley Strawberry phone calls, and I just think you should make a video because I just know it'll be so funny. And I was like, girl, say what now? I said, you know what? I might do a video just for you, Jasmine. I might do it. But yeah, she be listening, honey. She's an opinionator. And she was like, you should do one. I just think it would be so funny. I said, you know what? Maybe I should do that. Now, I haven't listened to all of them, but I thought that was so cool that she, reached out to me and was just like, you should do a video because I think that it would be funny. So I thought that was cool. But, they say Steve be coming for people, honey, and I don't want him coming for my channel because he hooked up with Shirley. Absolutely not. No, ma'am. Sandra said Jessica will definitely do a prom updo like she going to the winter farm. Baby, she gonna put that hair up and have like a little tendril. I said, girl, not all these curls, honey. Curls for the girls. Daniela said, yes, Shirley's husband has so many ex-wives. Baby, and found out that now, if y'all want the tea, the facts, and entertainment, check out Chronicle Speaks. Baby, she has it broken down. Do you hear me? She is the most credible when it comes to actually delving into these kinds of stories. And she cracked the case that Ernesto's still married, child. Still married. That might be an out for Shirley, but I don't know. I don't know. Terry, thank you for the super chat. Pay our nephew because we ain't heard him sing, by the way. He sung on the what was that? He sung on the finale. You couldn't tell him nothing, child. He be shaking them little shoulders when he be singing it. And then I had let my mama hear him sing it. She said, oh, he sound better than PJ Morton. I say, does he? Baby, don't have me turn into Joe Jackson. Sing the song like I wrote it, boy. Gonna be having him out on the stage, honey. Am I lying? Wait a minute. Oh, about the people at the gas station? You ain't lying, girl. Always been Shayla said, nah, Steve was going after the people who were making up those really bad rumors. Oh, okay. Because I don't see, that's the thing. It's so touchy now, ever since that whole Cardi B situation, that people don't be playing with you. You say one wrong thing, allegedly or not. They on that ass, okay? They're going to take your channel. They're going to take your video down. They're going to send cease and desist. And I just don't have time for that. I don't be having time for that, baby. Honey, this is how I pay my bills, okay? Teflon said, girl, he done already ran Shirley's pocket. She ain't got nothing left. Nothing. I said, man, that is miserable. That man is a menace to society. He is the most vile type of man. The charges and the things brought against that man, I said, baby, this right here is disgusting. It's just disgusting. Shirley, thank you for the super chat. And girl, Tammy, listen, allegedly or not, Steve be like, I don't give a damn about that. Talking about some allegedly so you can say whatever you want to say. No. D said there's also a rumor that Ernesto had an outside baby while he was with Shirley. Girl, what hasn't he done? What hasn't he done? He done everything under the sun. Hold on, let me make sure my volume is down. I hate when people be screaming into the mic. I just want to make sure I'm not too loud. Instantly Glam said, yes, I listen to Chronicle Speaks. She got down to the business when Tim from Sweetie Pies went to jail for, oh, I gotta take that off. But yes, for unaliving his nephew. Sweetie Pies, the TV show, got me through a really bad breakup. I know it sounds funny, but I immerse myself in TV when I'm going through something. And that's why I can recite every episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, because I have watched them back and forth and forth and back. When I was going through um, my abusive relationship, I would watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta to comfort me. Like listening to Nene cackle and act how she acting, honey. Bloop. Okay. Listening and watching over and over at Portia thinking it's 265 days in a year. It just really comforted me. So when I was going through a really bad breakup, Welcome to Sweetie Pies had aired. And I was trying to figure out how Tim even got women, truth be told. And then he went over there and got Jennifer. Child, it was just a whole fool. But I loved Andre. His spirit was so sweet. And I didn't like how any of them treated him, except Charles. Now, Charles was, he had a banter with him like a brother. It wasn't like he couldn't stand him. But the rest of that family, I knew something was up. I knew something was up. I ain't like how they treated him. Just disgusting. So, child. I always been, Shayla said, I will never forgive Tim for what he did to me either. It's nothing you can say. And I remember that episode where he took Miss Robbie down to that corner. He was like, this is where he was standing right here. Whole time. That's why, y'all, people really think I'm nuts, but that's why I be like, I don't put nothing past nobody. Andre was completely innocent. Who would have thought that Tim would have done something like that? That's because he was opening up all them damn restaurants real quick. He had a restaurant down here in Houston that was disgusting. I was like, oh, it's the Sweetie Pies. It's the Sweetie Pies. Y'all, I went down there. The restaurant was nasty. The food was cold. It was gross. I was like, what is this, honey? I think I saw a white refrigerator. I just playing. I ain't seen no white refrigerator, y'all. Oh, honey, might as well. Witty1 said, Portia may not know how many days in a year, but she know how many M's Simon got in that account. Okay, girl. She know how many M's in a million. A milli, honey. She know that. Phil said, Sweetie Pies is my mama's show. It was so good. It was something very comforting about that too. Mary. I used to watch that. That was comforting to me as well. It's just certain shows that when they come on, I just feel some type of peace. And I don't know what that is, but those 3 shows got me through some tough times, honey. Mary. And I was so sad when that show went off. Mary's Welcome to Sweetie Pies and The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Those 3 shows I watch for comfort. Nikki said, I met Tim years back at the main location. The food was whack. He smelled gross and his hips were spreading. Goodbye. And on that note, I'm done. Not his hips were spreading like rumors. Oh, honey. Shakira said the hips don't lie. But Tim showed damn do when he went down there and set his dang on nephew up. Oh, honey, you even got my son back here laughing, child. Not the hips were spreading like rumors. Boy, get out of here. I am talking about grown people stuff. Go away from me with this. Get out of here. Esther said, girl, what be wrong with y'all? What be wrong with y'all? I'll be saying that when I be reading y'all comments too. I'll be like, now what's wrong with her? She is out of control. Esther said, Nestor really did a number on Shirley. I don't think she knew what he was doing. He used her. Okay, but what about that daughter? What about her daughter, though? Esther, what about her daughter? Shirley ain't completely innocent in the situation. Y'all know I be looking at all sides, honey. Oh, yeah, the Golden Girls, too. Did anybody watch Designing Women? I love Designing Women. I know people that they don't give Designing Women their flowers like they should. I watch, Golden Girls as well. But I love me some Suzanne Sugarbaker. I love Designing Women. And don't nobody know what I'm talking about. Me and my mama used to watch that when I was a little girl all the time. And as I grew up, I started to watch it. And I love me some Designing Women, but don't nobody else know what I'm talking about. The Haitian Empress said, did Kat fake a dog sickness to cry about being rejected by Billy D. Williams? She went looking for that public. Leave Billy D out of it. Girl, not Billy D. Haitian Empress, you need to be stopped. Oh, baby, if it's one thing you gonna do, you gonna keep it real. And I mean, in every chat, you gonna keep it real. Now, I told y'all I be in the chat, but I don't be in the chat because I don't want to disrupt the person that's doing their live. But if I see Haitian Empress, baby, she ain't gonna fold. Whatever it is she feels, she gonna damn say it. Like it or not. She said what she said and she ain't changing it. Oh, honey, I can respect it. Oh, child, that's so funny. Teflon Butterfly said, I'm about to listen to the latest jail call after this live. Not you got an appointment to listen to it. They said he was asking for commissary money on it. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Oh, y'all. This is just horrific. Not you got an appointment, Teflon, to get down there and see what he asking for next. Oh, baby, that's good to me. India said, oh my God, I was so embarrassed for Kat crying over that man like that. Okay, so they said that she had just been in the hospital previously with her dad. That's why she was crying, because in my review, I said, girl, are you just extra sensitive? What is going on? Why are you crying about Marie and his short sets? Girl, goodbye and good night. But then they told me that, Anthony, yes, the only black man on the show. Remember when that lady, I forgot what's her name on the show. Was it Bernice? I don't know, Bernadine. It was something like that. And she just used to be looking at him saying, black man, where did you come from? She used to be singing to him all the time. That show unhinged. Baby, if y'all don't watch Designing Women, honey, y'all missing out. So let's say I love Designing Women. Okay, see, y'all know what I'm talking about. Another round said, I'm back. Please get my nerves back right, because this last call got me ready to pop off like Tequila. Oh, girl. Not you telling people you from Shreveport. I'm from Shreveport. Tequila, get a grip on reality, honey. Okay? Get yourself together. Lynette said, I loved design. Okay, see, y'all my people. Y'all remember Designing Women? Mm-hmm. Oh, she said dog. Okay, see, I don't know, because I went to go get a refreshing beverage break because it wasn't giving nothing for me. I went and got me a ginger ale. Okay, you know how, child, I was drinking my ginger ale. Gloop, 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 gloop. Honey, I don't know what she was saying because I was drinking loud. And the gloop gloops was getting in the way. Getting in the way of her talking. It might have been dog. Oh, child. Girl, nobody knows what that is but us. Nobody knows. They gonna have enough nerve to tell me it wasn't no Designing Women. Meshack Taylor. Thank you, KM. Bernice. I know my Designing Women. Bernice was always singing to Anthony, singing to him, talking about black man, where did you come from? I'm like, Bernice, are you drunk? Because she used to be loose as a goose, honey. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, child. That was such a good show. I'm from NOLA. Them Shreveport's wild. Oh, are they? I had a friend lie to me, telling me she was from Louisiana. Child wasn't bit more from no Louisiana than the man in the moon. I finally met her mama. Her mama was like, yeah, because when we moved from so-and-so, I'm like, girl, so you just going around claiming New Orleans and you're not even from now? Girl, what is wrong with you? Terry said, yes, Misha, please do a special edition hot topic on Jailbird. Definitely will get some tracking on the algorithm. Yeah, you're right, because it is a big story. Y'all think it's about to die down, or I still have time? Because I ain't got nothing to do Saturday. Well, Saturday is my off day. I don't do nothing on Saturday. I have no shows on Sunday, but I do need to get out. If you have not watched my Love is Blind episode 5 review, please go check that out, because I just put it out. Episode 6 and 7 will be coming. What time is it? I'm going to end this live at 10:30 Central Standard Time. So it might come out tonight because it was just getting good. But for sure, 6 and 7 will be out by Monday. Because baby, 5 ran me hot. Do you hear me? Bernice was awesome. Laugh out loud. Delta Burke was something else. She sure was. They don't know what they're talking about. Monica, thank you for the super chat. Wasn't Cheryl Lee Ralph on Designing Women? And was. She sure was. Cheryl been everywhere. They don't give her flowers either. Tina said Habibi picked that sax up like he didn't hear one word. Baby, when he got that sax, let's look at it. Habibi is unhinged. That man picked that sax up. No, that's him being a clown, an authentic clown. Listen, Janelle, you might not have got a lot right, but that authentic clown, you did. Look at this man. I said, sir, Are you playing her? And I'm sorry. This is your sorry for 2004? Ruben Studdard, put that damn saxophone down and apologize to these women. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, ugh, just tacky. Oh my goodness. Pick up the pieces. That's my favorite episode of Martin. Martin was pissed. Talking about pick up the pieces. Oh, honey. When her baby picked up that sax, I hollered. I didn't holler. I almost cussed him out. I said, you better be glad I'm doing this review live. Because, baby, if it was pre-recorded, I would have ripped him a new one. Oh, child. Miss Mermaid said, why? Is this what he put on and walked out the house in? The only one looking crazy. Well, I don't know. Somebody else was questionable. I ain't going to say nothing. I'm trying to be nice. But, child, you couldn't tell him he wasn't looking good. A fool. It's a sin and a shame. You hear me? Oh, honey. Marvelous Marty said, hey, Misha and Opinionated Family, you definitely have time for the strawberry scandal. I would love to hear your perspective. Okay, I got time. Okay. That's good to know. I mean, yeah, because I am looking for some new stuff to talk about. And I feel like that has to be alive because they asked me to discuss it on Patreon too. And I told them that it had to be alive because it's just so much. I mean, I've been keeping up, but I haven't been keeping up to record a video. Jay said, still love a good Frasier. Mary. My mama loved Frasier. She loves Frasier. I think that's kind of where I got my humor from is my mom, because we like dry humor. Like I like my Cedric the Entertainers and my Mike Epps and stuff like that. I like a good old black comic, honey, that's gonna know about some good old black experiences. I love it. Okay. I'm not really a big fan of what's his name? D.L. Hughley. No. But I'm not really a big fan of Steve Harvey's comedy either. Every now and again, he give you a good one, every now and again. But give me Cedric the Entertainer, Bernie Mac before his, before he transitioned, may he rest in peace, and Mike Epps. Baby, when Mike get to acting like that old mechanic, that shade tree mechanic, baby, that is good to me. I went to a Mike Epps comedy concert here in Houston like a whole bunch of years back, child. I don't even remember who I was with at the time because I used to keep me a man. You hear me? Yeah, I have literally been by myself for like, my son is 7 years. I'm so proud of me. I'm so proud of me. Because baby, I'm gonna get me a man if I don't do nothing else. But I'm just tired. I'm tired of people not being right. I'm tired of people not acting right. Nowadays, you can't trust them. I have a son to think about, so I can't just be jumping in a relationship with no people because people are unhinged. But anywho, I said all that to say that I went to a Mike Epps comedy concert and it was just so good to me. Oh, child, I just split my side. It was so good to me. Baby, I love when they get to talk about them black experiences because I feel like I grew up in the blackest family that you could ever grow up in. Baby, they used to do some stuff and my grandma still act like she ain't got no sense. And I love every bit of it. I love every bit of it. Like I would talk to my grandma on the phone before I talk to anybody else. Even people my own age. I'm like, let me call you back, girl. My grandma's calling me. Because she always talking about somebody. She always is somebody busy. She be lying. And then she be going down to that church house, as she calls it. She go down to the church house, come right back, talk about the people in the church house. Then she get ready to talk about all the family members and then skin and grit in their face. And baby, it be good to me. And I told my family a long time ago, I'm like, we need our own reality show. My family, y'all, if it was a camera following us, y'all would be tuned in every week. I kid you not. It is a cast of characters. Like they are insane. And I just love it. I love every bit of it. I love it. Golden 50 said, Misha, have you thought about reviewing The Golden Bachelor? I did see, I was watching the news and I did see that last night is when it premiered. And I said I was going to watch it. I said, I'm going to give that a chance and see what it's about. Because I want to see some mature love when I ain't got to go off on the people in the review. So I think I will check it out. Deidre said, this may be an unpopular opinion, but I love the show. That is not unpopular. Who would have guessed that the girl he described was just exactly what the doctor prescribed? Baby, I watch it all the time. And on YouTube, they have a marathon of The Nanny. It never goes off. Oh, girl, yeah, I put that on to fall asleep sometime. Oh, y'all ain't saying nothing, honey. I does this. Baby, I love TV. The Nanny, I love me some Fran Drescher. Miss Golden T40 said, I love me some country funny people. Oh, baby. Miss Golden, I love me some country. And my people from the country, okay? I'm talking about dirt roads and backwoods. And I love when my grandma be telling me like the history of what went down, like who was sleeping with who and who her mama is and them her people. And you know that ain't her real daddy. I be in there like, what? So girl, who her real daddy? Well, he was down to the funeral. And my grandmother is a professional funeral goer. I told her, ma'am, if you go to one more damn funeral, her and my uncle, they are professional funeral goers. If you ever seen a person that is always with a dress and a suit laid out, it is them two. Her and her son, they gonna go to a funeral. They get the obituaries to my, you know, that's your cousin. I'm like, I don't know that person. Okay. And you don't really know that person. You just want to go down to that funeral. Like, and they be getting all the gossiping and coming back. Like, y'all just ridiculous. Larissa said the nanny is hilarious and Grandma Yetta is a fool. Oh, I love, baby, them glasses. Baby, she had them glasses on. Oh, honey, she was snazzy though. Grandma Yetta be dressing. Little baby said, that's what you do when you get old. You go to funerals all day, every Saturday. And then she be calling me. Baby, don't call me. Baby, don't call me. Don't call me. Don't call me. I ain't made it there yet. Tell me, hey, what you doing? I'm like, I'm not doing nothing. You know, so-and-so died. I'm like, okay, Grandma, let me call you back. Baby, because you finna ask me, you either finna ask me for my car or you finna ask me to go down to that funeral. I'm not going down to that funeral. And I don't call me about it. And now my mama done got hooked up with him. Talking about, I called her one Saturday. I'm like, what you doing? Well, you know, I went down to that funeral. I'm like, oh, hell no. Oh, y'all crazy. Ooh, my mama just not telling me the tea about our family from back in the day. Now she be having me looking sideways or something. Because, girl, you be knowing it all. And why? One of my cousins, child, I ain't gonna say it because, honey, I don't know who listening. One of my family members might be listening to this live like, what? So I ain't gonna even say it, child. But she had told me some tea the other day, had my jaw on the floor. I said, you got to be lying to me. She is just so messy, and I just love everything about her. She country, she loud, and she be singing all the time, just like me. She be writing her own gospel songs, playing the piano. My grandma just all to the wonderful, honey. She is just all to the wonderful. Sandra said, Grandma be RSVPing to all of them, and will get pissed if she cannot get a ride down there. She called me because she was mad at her sister because her sister was supposed to come carry her down there. That's how she said. She was supposed to come carry me down there. I get down there, okay, because I had your uncle carry me down there. I get down there and she there. If that B didn't want me in her car, that's all she had to say. Baby, she be cussing. Y'all know exactly who my grandma remind me of. May she rest in peace. And I cried so hard when she passed. Grandma Holla. If you don't know who Grandma Holla is, just put Holla in YouTube or TikTok and it will come up. She was so much like Holla. She will cuss you out, get you together, but she loves you at the end of the day. My grandmother is 93 years old. And baby, when I tell you, she just as sharp as a whistle, will give you some sound advice in a minute. Now, I can call my mama and ask her for some advice. She gonna give me the wrong thing every time. Every time. I called my grandmother. Well, actually, I didn't call my grandma. She called me. And I was like, I can't talk right now, Grandma. I don't feel good. And she was like, what's wrong with you? And I was telling her that my neck hurt really bad because my pillows are bad. And I've tried to buy every pillow that I could buy. And it just ain't working. Nothing is helping me. And I'm having a hard time. And I had to do a review that day too. And I was like, I just don't feel good. And she was like, you should get one of them My Pillows. And I'm like, I ain't heard of that in years. So she said, I'm gonna buy you a My Pillow. And I'm just like, girl, that ain't gonna work. Child, tell me why I've been sleeping like a baby. Sleeping like a baby. She bought that My Pillow and that thing work. Y'all don't underestimate the elders, honey. They be knowing. Glamrock said, I went to my son's grandfather's funeral and a mistress was sitting in the second row behind the wife. Girl, the way in which I would have been like, so wait a minute. When did they get together? Katie said, I no longer attend funerals, but I'm going to show up at the repast with all the liquor and fried delectables. Look, and you know the repast be real good, especially when it's in the country, because you get to see all your kinfolk that you ain't seen in a while. Sunshine said, oh, that's so sweet. My grandmother passed in December. She was 99 and mean as a snake to the end. Oh, I'm sorry, Sunshine and Flowers. Now, my grandma can't get mean, but she don't never get mean with me. I'm her girl. That's my dog right there. Everybody know I'm the favorite, honey. We thick as thieves. So don't even try to come over here with it because it ain't gonna work. Me and my grandma, we talk about everything. Chocolate Sooner, thank you for being a member, honey. Almost 2 years. I know that's right, girl. I know that's right. I wish I still had my mommy and grandparents to tell these stories. Girl, I'll tell you some of my family stories, and you'll be like, girl, oh, Misha, don't tell me nothing else. I'm good. Don't tell me nothing else. I'm so sorry you don't have your mom and your grandparents. My condolences to you. I definitely will keep you in my prayers because I know that's hard. And y'all, I be trying to brace myself for that day and try to get, because my grandmother, lately she has been sick and stuff. And child, don't expect no reviews, honey. Don't come over here looking for it. It ain't happening. The screen is faded to black. Don't expect no nothing. I'm not doing nothing. I'm gonna be in mourning. I'm not posting no hey girl, hey of nothing. I'm gonna cry and I'm gonna eat if I have an appetite, and I'm gonna cry again, and then I'll be back when I'm back. Sean said, those black obituaries gonna have a special friend, ain't they? Mm-hmm. And the special friend gonna come to the funeral, just trifling. Got me, Gotti Me Girl said, can you tell us which My Pillow you have? I have the medium firm. I have the medium firm one. And baby, when she bought me that My Pillow, I was like, girl, this actually, because I forgot about that. That used to be a popular commercial in the 90s. And I don't watch commercials anymore. Most of my stuff is streamed, or, I just skip the ads or whatever. But she was like, get that My Pillow. Girl, I got that thing. I've been sleeping good ever since. Natalia said, my great aunt once told some family tea. I was like, girl, say what now? I miss that lady every day. My daughter was born on her birthday. Oh, that's sweet. And she definitely told me she would be. Oh, that's so sweet. That means she gonna always be with you through your daughter. Sunshine and Flowers said, Misha, get rid of that My Pillow. He's a Trumpster. Is he? Not the pillow that's got my neck intact, Sunshine and Flowers. Girl, now why? Another round said, to be honest, there is no embracing. I still hurt when I think on my grandma's. I held it together at the time because my last memory with her, but ever so often I break down. Oh, another round. I'm sorry. Listen, and I be saving her voicemails and stuff, y'all. For when she called me, she'll always be like, I'm just like, if I'm doing a review, because baby, it's like she got a some kind of timer on her or something. She always calling when I'm in the middle of a review. As soon as I get to, hey girl, hey, welcome, I'm like, oh my God. So now I just put the phone on silent when I'm doing a review, and she'll leave a voicemail. It's me. Call me if you're not too busy. I want to sit with you for a little while. I'm like, okay, girl. I'm gonna call you, honey. You probably got some gossip. And I show call. Oh, honey, I'm gonna call and get that tea. Little baby 245 said, yes, those comfy pillows are problematic. Just don't tell anyone else you got the pillow. Child, y'all done told me something. I did not know that seriously, y'all. I don't think my grandma know that either. Child, that's gonna break her little heart. She gonna throw them pillows in the trash. Okay. Positively Pashka said, my uncle sent his boyfriend to my aunt's funeral. So inappropriate. Girl, I know you in line. See, that's what I'm saying. Maisha said, I still have my grandmother's voicemail telling me happy birthday. Yes, I keep them all just in case. That's so special. So you can hear it each and every time your birthday comes around. And I always think like I got to find a way to save it from there, because if the phone gets lost or something or stolen and I'm not able to retrieve my voicemails, oh, child, I would lose my mind. Mm-mm-mm. That's trifling as hell, positively. Always been, Shayla said, same, working through this in therapy. I miss my grandma so much. I was grandma's baby for sure. Yes, grandmothers are really important. My baby is really close to my mama. And child, he be giving her a hard time, child. But the thing that I hold with me is that a lot of the women in my family, they live a very long life. Like my great grandmother, she lived to 105. And I remember I was in the 3rd grade and my mom was like, oh, your grandmother passed away. And I'm about to have a heart attack because, honey, I'm thinking she's talking about my grandmother. My grandmother, not my great grandmother. And she was like, no, my grandmother. And I'm like, girl, make it plain, honey. What? Now, I didn't know my great grandmother very well because she lived in the country. And of course, we were cityfied folks. So we were in Houston, but I did see her a few times. And of course, my mom was distraught because it was her grandmother. But a lot of the women on my mom's side live very long lives. Now, on my dad's side, it's different. But yeah, I'm just praying, honey. Daniela said, just record your important sentimental messages on a voice recorder or a voice recording app. It could work. Okay, that's a good idea. Thank you, Daniela. Esther said, put it in a Build-A-Bear. My friend did it and she played it at her 50th birthday party. Oh, I love that. I love that. I went and got my baby a Build-A-Bear for his 8th birthday. I love that. Natalia said he was just in a deposition. It's on YouTube. Who is that? Tim or Ernesto? That's a good idea too, Miss Golden T40. Save it to your email. That's a good idea. Vanessa said Habibi's section was funny to me. Laugh out loud. He was talking all kinds of talking in circles, talking out the side of his neck. Him and that saxophone, talking out of that saxophone. That's what he was doing. Even Tommy was confused. He said, Habibi, you're gonna have to do better. Tommy didn't even know what to do. Tommy just looked at you. Got to get yourself together. Tommy, you know you ain't gonna never speak to that man again after this reunion is over, child. He couldn't wait to get Lee on that stage. Lee, what you think about Marvin's lifestyle? I don't like it. I don't damn like it. And I don't like it. All right, Lee. I mean, you know he loved him some Lee. Reese Cup said, to hear those stories from the past from your loved one is beautiful. It is. I just love everything about it. And now that I'm an adult, you know, it just, I can look at it from a different perspective. Because when I was younger, I knew something was going down, but I didn't really know exactly what was going down. And it's so crazy because now I tell my son stories about stuff that's going on. I'm like, well, let me tell you what's let me tell you what's going on. Of course, I don't tell him stuff that he ain't supposed to know. But like little stuff that I can tell him where he can put the pieces together. And he's like, what? Wait a minute. I didn't know that. I'm like, I'm trying to told you. Okay. Miss 86 Hazel I said, so Unique and Marvin messed around. That's what it seemed like to me, the way she was leaning on her back talking about hot wax and her toes curling up. It gave me the impression that they were down in Pound Town, allegedly. But don't give me the line. She ain't say they were, but it might be. The Haitian Emperor said, I like the way Sierra handled the oh my God. I like the way Sierra handled the check. FYI, it is not because it is Balmain that it is suited for the occasion, Sierra. Baby, what did Sierra have on? Was it a suit? I don't know. Jamini333 said, that slave cotton in that My Pillow, don't buy that. Is it? Okay, y'all, I'm gonna get rid of it. Like, seriously. Okay, so y'all need to suggest to me another pillow that I can buy. Natalia said, my mama passed. I got videos of her. Thank God. My mama and my daughter were very close. She passed in 2018, but God is good. All my brothers have passed. Some days are harder than others, but God. I know that's right. He gonna always get us through. Just think of all the positive memories and everything, you know, everything good that you share with them. I know it's easier said than done because I cannot even imagine taking my own advice on that day because I'm gonna be so distraught. I can't handle a lot. I can't handle a lot of stress. I can't handle too much. Not too much. I can't handle too much. Instantly Glam said, you should get your grandmother to write your son's name and your name in manuscript and print it and put it in a frame as a family keepsake. That's a good idea. She does still have a nice manuscript. Tylen said, you can get one of those cube pillows. I've heard they work good. What are they called? Is it just called a cube pillow? Okay, Tempur-Pedic. Okay, I'm going to try that. Tyronda said, did Habibi ask Sierra to take a shower with him? Such a clown. Girl, I don't even know what he was saying. He was saying all kinds of inappropriate stuff. Just ignorant. It's me, Kia said, I really appreciated Marvin being upfront about his lifestyle. Give people a chance to make a choice as to whether or not they want to continue with you. Yeah, I can respect it. The only thing is, I don't want to hear it at every turn. It's like it had become his personality. Now, I know, you know, they edit to fit a narrative because I think they try to typecast certain people. And so maybe they were making it seem like Marvin was just all about that when really he wasn't. So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah, I can appreciate somebody helping me understand who they are so I can make my own choice. And you know what? That's very important in dating in general. Like, let me know what it is that is going on so I could don't make choices for me. That's very selfish. It's very selfish to get involved with someone and you make the decision for them. Don't make the decision for me. Allow me to make my own choice. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Y'all gonna make me cry. I miss my mama so much. I lost her in 2001, and I think about how my life would have been if I had my mother during those early 20 years. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let's change the subject. Let's change the subject. Let's change the subject and get into some mess. Let me put y'all in my business real quick. So let me tell y'all how I went down at the Beyonce of it all, and then we're gonna get up off the slide. Wait a minute. Melanie, the broker, said, so are Habibi and Tequila on narcotics? They both said, oh my God. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know none of their business, child. I don't know none of their business. I know they both deserve each other. Yes, Misha, tell the people how selfish they really be. Like, don't be making no choice for me. Let me make my own damn choice. Like, what is wrong with you? Even in a relationship, tell me the truth, honey. And my motto is let me know and let me go. Baby, if you're not feeling me no more, if you think this ain't gonna work, if my personality is too much for you, if you don't like that I kiki, if you don't like that I people watch, if you don't like what I'm cooking, if you don't like you don't like my judge, honey, please tell me and let me go. Please do not cheat on me. Don't do that. Like, y'all know what? Oftentimes I just sit and think about how much I loved my soon to be ex husband. Y'all, I thought I really was going to be with that man for the rest of my life. Like, I really loved him. I really did. And I mean, the abuse that I endured. Okay. All the cheating, y'all. Oh my God. When I tell y'all I was so broken, I remember one day being at work just screaming out because I had found out about yet another woman. Child, I had to leave. I had to call, the next day I had to call a sub. I couldn't even get myself together. Like, and I just don't think I'm ready to allow somebody to act a fool with me like that again. Because that would not be good. You know, of course, I've been working through it and, you know, with the better help of it all. Shout out to better help. And you know, of course I've been doing the therapy and stuff, but at the same time, I couldn't do it again, y'all. Mm-mm. Not on that narcotic. When I tell y'all, my grandma say that all the time. Baby, that's so funny to me. I love when she say narcotic. Baby, that is so hilarious. Ooh, honey, the way she be saying it, child. Esther said that ex is a mess, still with his wife. That was never broken up. He just wanted to get something from. And I told y'all that. I told y'all. I said I ain't giving him. I told y'all. I knew that's what time it was. I knew he was just trying to get my Hello Kitty, and it was not gonna work. I knew it. I'm like separated. Okay, Avant. If y'all separated, let me see the papers, honey. I need one of those documented separations. Not just you telling me you done moved out. Boy, please. Anyway. She Curves Word says, Misha, waste not, want not. Keep the pillow and donate to the Democratic Party to balance things. You think that's going to work? Yes, yes. Sounded like Judge Mathis. Oh, honey, you a crackhead. You knew you was a crackhead. Oh, baby, Judge Mathis be saying all kinds of inappropriate things. Do you hear me? My grandma loved her some Judge Mathis. She's like, that is a handsome man. I'm like, you like Mathis? All right, now he married. That ain't never stopped him before. I said, oh, you fast, girl. Not you trying to get somebody else, man. Girl, goodbye, good night. Yep, it's similar to married men hiding their marriage. By the time you find out, you're stuck in your feelings and it becomes hard to leave them alone. Just be upfront, be who you are. Yeah, just say it. Like, just say what it is. You ain't gotta hide it. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You do not have to lie to kick it. Miss Mermaid said, my thing is the wife just be there in the dark, not even knowing she's sleeping next to the enemy. Like some men are so tried. Girl, oh my God. I was in the dark. That's what I was telling y'all last night when I was on that live, y'all. That's what I was telling y'all. I was in the dark every time. And it got so bad. And this is a horrible way to live, y'all. This is horrible. It got so bad that I was so paranoid with any kind of female interaction. We could be in a grocery store. If he taking too long to get the groceries, honey, I'm coming and busting through the door. Like, oh, you must be sleeping with her. Like, it was just horrible. That is a worst type of emotional abuse. I felt like I was trapped in a prison in my own mind. Cause it's like he would just always be on some BS. Like you could never rest. Like, you could never rest, honey. It was always something. And it's like, sir, please give me a break. Just give me a break. So it just got to the point where I didn't sleep with him. Baby, you're not touching me. Okay, because I don't know where you been and I don't know what, you ain't touching me. And I meant that. Mm-mm. Hey, Jennifer. Jennifer said, my grandma used to dress up to go to the doctor. Granny had jungle fever and good taste because doctor was fine. Oh, baby, my grandma will cuss you out if you do not put your clothes on right, as she says it. You need to put your clothes on right to go down with me to the doctor. Even if you're the one that's just taking her to the doctor. If she asks you to take her to the doctor, you better be dressed like you're going to a 9 to 5. You better put on some slacks, okay, a good blouse. She wants a blouse. She wants some slacks. And you put on a nice little kitten heel, honey, a pearl or something. Do not think you're going to go somewhere with her in some jeans. Oh, baby, she do not play that. And she going to call and talk about you to everybody she can call. You know, she took me down. She carried me down there to the doctor looking toe up. She hate bad clothes. Ooh, child, she hate them. Mm-mm-mm. My ex's mistress knew me before I knew who she was, smiling at me and passing at the post office. Baby, that's what I always say. They will hide you out in the open. Let me tell y'all a story time that's really a story time, and then we're gonna wrap this thing up. So one time, you know, one of my friends had invited me to this happy hour. And I don't drink, but I will go for the spinach dip and the hot wings. So I was like, okay, girl, I'm gonna go to the happy hour with you or whatever. So she was like, yeah, let's go down to the happy hour. So we get to the happy hour, and these girls are like just having the time of their life, honey. They just really getting it. And so I love to have a good time. So they getting it. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's all get it together, honey. Because Houston, they're gonna turn anything into a club. So baby, we dancing and emphasizing. We having a good old time. So one of my friends, she's so like, she just pick people up everywhere she go. I don't do that. I don't do that. Now I have Kiki or whatever, but you're not coming nowhere with me. But she just picks people up and befriends them like no other. So she was like, oh, we finna get ready to go to this spot. Y'all should come with us. So the two girls, because it was like two of them at the table that were left, and they were like, oh, okay, where y'all going? And she was like, well, we're going over here to do this. So the girls end up coming with us. We get to our other friends' little kickback. I don't think it was supposed to be a kickback, but it turned into that. So we all over there, we just chilling and whatnot. So they start playing, spades and all these games that I have no idea how to play. Please don't take my black card, honey. I ain't never played a spade. I ain't never played a domino. I don't know how to play it. But I will sit cute next to my man and hold on to him real tight, acting like I know what's going on. But I don't. So they start playing the games and whatnot. So as the night is progressing, they gone off that liquor. Now me, I'm not drinking anything because like I told y'all, I like to be in control of all of my faculties. And no, I will not be drunk. So they getting drunk, they're having a good time, and they started playing Truth or Dare. So of course I'm gonna get involved in the Truth or Dare because even though I have not been drinking anything, it's an adult game. So let's get into it. And it was this, man there that I thought was very cute. So we're playing the Truth or Dare and whatnot. And so the lady starts talking, and the truth was, never have I ever slept with someone else's man. And so the girl took a drink. Now, me, I'm not judging. I'm like, girl, that's your business. Honey, just don't sleep with mine. Okay? Just don't sleep with mine and we cool. So she takes the drink. Now, mind you, Nia said, Misha, we want to hear about this concert. Okay, I'm going to tell you. Okay, so mind you, I wasn't really thinking that. I don't know this girl. So she just took the drink, never have I ever, whatever. She just took the drink. It's fine. So my friend who invited her, she starts to dig a little bit deeper, asking questions. I'm like, girl, did you know the girl? And she was like, no, I don't know the girl. And she starts to ask more questions. And she said, I don't even know the girl's name. I just know where she works. So the night going on, so the friend's still asking questions like, girl, where she work? And she names my school. Now she's steady going with and she works at this school. I said, oh, I work at that school. She said, do you? I said, yeah, I work there. So then she starts to describe the man. And I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now, this is back in 2014. Yeah. Yeah, this is because we were just about to go into 2014. So 2013. Because I think this was sometime around October, because I remember having a Halloween party or something after that. So she's describing what sounds like my man, but I'm still trying not to. Now, mind you, I'm the only one that's not drunk. So I can decipher what she's saying. Now, the friend that's asking the question, she's not picking up what she's putting down. So she's listening to her, but she's not picking up the clues. And I'm like, this girl sounds like she. So eventually, as after she got through describing him, I said, well, what would make you sleep with him if you knew he had somebody? And she was like, well, girl, I ain't thinking about her. I don't owe her nothing. And she was like, well, I mean, he said that they ain't even just really together like that. I said, oh, okay. So you believe him? She was like, yeah, girl. I mean, he ain't got no reason to lie. And in my mind, I'm thinking, girl, yes, he does. Now, this is before I knew who she was talking about. She was like, is he being honest about the fact that he even had somebody and they don't be telling you they be having somebody? She just steady going on. So y'all, I sat there for a minute. I said, does he drive an all black Dodge Charger? And she said, yeah. I said, with all black windows, black tires, all black everything. She said, yeah, you know him. She's like, yeah, you know him. Y'all, I felt like my stomach had fell to my feet. I couldn't say anything other than, yes, I know him. So now by this time, the friend is catching on that we are now talking about my man. Okay, my man. She's catching on now. So I said, now this is before we got married. Okay, this happened before. So I said, so how long have you been messing with him? She said, girl, I've been messing with him for about 3 years. 3 years? Well, honey, I've been messing with him for about 7. So where you come from? So she said, you asking me a lot of questions. You must know him. I said, yeah, I know him. So I get out my phone and I take out a picture of the two of us together. And I said, is this him? And she gonna look at me and baby, she just start going out. She just start cussing, girl, losing her mind. I said, why are you losing your damn mind? You losing your damn mind and you sleeping with my dude. So the friend is now completely sober, honey, because we done killed her buzz. And she's like, what? Oh no, you gotta go. Because this friend will fight. She liked to go down to Harris County, and she liked to go downtown. She loved to go downtown. Me, I'm not going down there. Okay, I'm not going to nobody's town except Pound Town. I'm not going down there. So the friend gets up. She's like, "Now you gotta go." And so now they going back and forth, in each other's faces. They end up fighting. No authorities were called, thank goodness, because the people that were in the kickback, they pulled them apart and they kicked the girl out, locked the door. She on the outside, kicking the door, banging on the door, telling me to come out. She just want to talk to me, this, that, and this and that. Now, while she outside going crazy, I take the phone and I call him. Boop, 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 boop. What's up, babe? I said, nothing. What you doing? I'm not doing nothing. I said, oh, okay. So I met this girl named Kim today. Her name's not Kim, but I'm just going to call her Kim. I said, I met this girl named Kim today. Do you know Kim? No, I don't know no Kim. I said, oh, you don't know Kim. She said she know you. She named my school. She said she been messing with you for 3 years. Do y'all know what this man told me? Guess what the excuse was? He said, she been talking to my friend. Now, he has his best friend, and they have the exact same build. I mean, they just look like kind of like identical twins. And don't get me wrong, baby, that soon to be ex-husband is fine. I couldn't go nowhere without the women being all on him. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was fine as hell. So I'm like, he gonna tell me that she has him and his best friend mixed up. And the reason why she said he has a Dodge Charger is because he lets the friend use his car. I said, you really must think I'm stupid. You must really think I'm an idiot. And he was like, nah, I swear to you, it's not me. It's not me. Now, this is the crazy part that tripped me out about what men try to do. He gonna tell me, I can call him right now and he'll tell you. Now, why in the hell would I believe your best friend? Why? Why would I believe your best friend telling me that you're not messing with this girl? Like, what are you talking about? So the friend, but child, he done called the friend. I'm like, let me listen to what this fool got to say. So, baby, he gets on the phone. He's talking, nah. That's me. That's me. Nah, he ain't messing with nobody. He would never do you like that. That's suspicious. I said, this girl done sat down here and ran all this stuff down. You definitely messing with this girl. So by this time, because it's nothing going on but the rent. He done went over there and slept with the girl. So I was like, you know what? You ain't got to worry about me no more. So I decided to hang up in his face, block him, all this good stuff. I get back to my apartment. Tell me why he's sitting on my steps. Talking about, I want to talk. I want to talk to you. Now, for me, that was scary. And I should have known. That was the first red flag. See, we don't be paying attention to them red flags. Y'all pay attention. Once they get to waving, honey, just surrender. Don't move forward. Don't go past go. Don't collect $200. Just surrender. So he was on the steps talking about he want to talk and he want to know how the girl look and explain the girl and this and this and this and this. And I'm like, you already know who the girl is. So I'm running down this girl's physique, how she looks, how her hair was, how she speak, what side of town she from, who she know. Because she's told us everything in the span of us being together for hours. Mind you, it went from the happy hour to the kickback. So he's like, I swear I don't know that girl. Okay, but this is the part that caught him up with the lie. I said, how you gonna say you don't know her, but you told me out of your mouth that she got you, and I'm just gonna call him Keith. She got you and Keith confused. So how you don't know her? He was like, nah, I'm just saying, I don't know that girl. Then he started getting mad. Now that's really when it gets crazy. So he starts getting mad to my man, you gonna believe what you want to believe? Well, after you then, I might as well go do it. I said, that'll be fine. Because by this time I was tired. Okay, because I had just gotten out of another relationship that I thought was really great. And child, I found out all kind of crazy stuff about him as well. But anywho, this is the Houston dating pool. Okay, since we're on Ready to Love. Okay, this is what's going on in Houston. So he was like, yeah, she's lying. So then he pulls out those gaslighting, narcissistic tears. Baby, you gonna just believe everything she tell you. You just can't believe everything. I'm like, sir, you need to go. So he didn't want to leave. He's still on the steps trying to push his way in my apartment, y'all. I'm like, you need to go. So he's trying to push his way, baby. 911. And child, I called 911. I'm like, you're going to jail. You're going to jail today. Because, baby, you're not coming in here. So when I called 911, needless to say, he got ghosted. Got down the street, called me from his cell phone over and over again, trying to explain himself. He yelling on the phone, telling me, I believe anything. I'm stupid. How you just gonna believe something that some random girl tells you? You don't even know that girl. You picking up strays. Like, he's going off on his phone. So once he get through going off, I hang up in his face and I block him. But I had to run to the front door and make sure that deadbolt was locked first. So I go, lock up myself, lock me inside the house. He calling me back to back to back to back. After I didn't answer that child, he started emailing me. So I answer the email, answer the phone. I'm not talking to you no more. I done already told you. There's nothing for us to discuss. So needless to say, the friend who was getting ready to fight the girl, she ends up going back to the same happy hour like a few days later. The girl and a whole bunch of other friends of hers are there. And so she ends up having a conversation with the girl. The girl ran down everything. She knows his mama. She knows his cousins, his sisters. She knows everything about him. My friend brought it all back to me. She had pictures of them, and it coincided with times when he would tell me that he was with his family. They went to a concert together, and he was supposed to be doing something with me, but he ended up telling me that he couldn't do it because he had to go do something with his family. The whole time, he took her to the concert. Like, the whole time. We ended up breaking up, stayed broken up for about, I'll say like 3 or 4 months. And then one day I went out with my friends. This one we used to always just hang out for no apparent reason. I didn't have any responsibilities, no kids. And on a weekend, we ended up going to this Mexican restaurant and he was there. And so he comes up to me talking about he's sorry and he just wants to come clean and he was messing with the girl. He don't talk to her no more and he can call her and he changed his number. Child, I was just a fool, okay? You're just a fool. You know you're in love. Child, you know you love him. You can't understand why he treats you like he do and he's such a good man. Honey, it was giving Tina Turner, okay? He was giving what the hell love got to do with it. So he confused me, he tricked me, and then after that, we started dating again, ended up getting married, ended up having a baby and a partridge in a pear tree. I got so many stories, child. So many. And I should have ran that first time. But I didn't, y'all. I didn't. I didn't. And it's just crazy. And the crazy part about that is me and the girl, we cool now. Like I follow her on Instagram, on my personal Instagram or whatever. She has kids. She's married. Honey, probably cheating on him too. I be seeing her pictures and whatnot, and she be liking my pictures sometimes when I actually she's a subscriber. Hey girl, hey. She's a subscriber, honey, and don't even know she's one. Child, because when somebody subscribed to your channel, they like tell you that this person subscribed. It gives you like a little like a notification. And child, I saw that same picture. That's her profile picture on Instagram. And that name pop up. I said, girl, not you over here as an opinionator. Well, hello. Yes, child, following behind the opinionated family. Girl, you just can't turn me loose. You had my man and now you're over here. Oh, child. Mm-mm-mm. But now we cool now. I don't want him. She don't want him. Hell, he probably don't want himself. I don't know where yet and don't want to know. Okay? Just stay away from me, Apollo. And that's it. That's all. But anywho, Keisha said, I'm wasting time with Love is Blind. Misha's doing a live. Hey, girl. Hey, girl, we finna get off. We done been on here since 9 o'clock. Now, what's her name? Angel. I am not telling y'all her name. Mm-mm. Now, I blocked her. As soon as I found out that she was a subscriber, I blocked her. So, I mean, she probably could still listen, but she can't comment. What's she gonna do? Beat me up? Girl, you was sleeping with my man, okay? So, therefore, thus and such. And then came on over here, honey, was so drawn to my magnetic personality that you're now a part of the opinionated family, but you're blocked. Yeah, as soon as I seen her, honey, I blocked her. I said, baby, this is a fool. The Haitian Empress said, only thing I can say is you have your beloved son and he seems to be the blessing of your life. He is. He really is. I'm like, sometimes he be making so much noise and stuff, and I be happy when he go to sleep because it's finally quiet. But then I miss him when he goes to sleep, and I'm just like, my life would just be so incomplete without my baby because he just brings such joy and fills up my house and makes it a home. He just makes it exciting to get up every day to see what he gonna do, what the hell he gonna tell, because he always telling up some shit. If he gonna fall down, like it just he always doing something. Oh, child. Bree said, girl, she low-key wants you now. Girl, she better not. That's suspicious. She better get her child off of the cuss. Bree, don't make me cuss. Oh, honey, it's me. Kia said, I saw someone comment that the red flags be hidden, and that's true. I know someone right now that got a vasectomy and hasn't told his girlfriend for girl. Oh my gosh. See, this is why every day I just realize that I don't want it. I don't want it. Mm-mm. Yeah, I do. Sometimes I do be missing like going on dates and stuff, and I want to dress up and look pretty and have a man take me out at night. I have not been out at night in I don't know how long. Like going to that Renaissance concert, it was so invigorating because I was outside at nighttime, or as my son would say, at the night park. I was outside at the night park. And I was just like, I remember when I used to go on dates and just dress up and look pretty. Now, don't get me wrong, baby. Between the house and the festival, honey, not the Renaissance Festival, child, the Renaissance concert, they was all on me. And my dumb self, I hate to stop for gas when I'm looking regular schmegular and toe up. What made me think that it made sense for my car to be on E, going to that Renaissance concert with that thing thangin' in my outfit? I said, I gotta get out this car and get gas. Looking how I'm looking. And the man is at the gas station. Child, I was so scared. I tried to, put a jacket over me, honey. I was trying to do all kinds of stuff, but could not get myself together. I said, oh, I'm gonna have to pass by these men. And I don't like using my card at the pump because they steal your card numbers and they steal out of your bank account. So I was like, oh, child, I gotta go. Oh, I was so nervous. Honey, I ran in that gas station. I said, let me hear it begin. Baby, they was all on me. Hey, say, because they have no manners in Houston, Texas. Okay, absolutely none. I'm like, not hey, say. Child, I know you don't think I'm finna turn around to that. I heard him put that pump in that gas and got in the car and locked the door. I was like, oh, child. And then I thought I was gonna be late. I get down to the stadium. I'm not late because Beyonce in the back trying to get a fan together or whatever the hell she's trying to do, child. So I'm just looking around trying to see what's going on, honey. Trying to see who in there. Oh, baby. You know how you feel like you look so good, you got to let a whole bunch of people see you. You don't want to go home. And I'm like, I have been dancing up in here with all these women, honey, because you know the Renaissance concert was filled with beautiful women. So all the women in there dancing, we all in there dancing together. Somehow we feel like falling in love. And I would love on top, not a man in sight. I'm like, I got to find a man, honey. I'm looking good. I got to leave up out of here and find somebody so they can tell somebody who knows somebody. Child, I got to get out of here. But needless to say, I did have a good time and I saw Slim Thug. So, honey, that's all I needed. Oh, that man know he was looking good. And we around the same age too. So I'm 41. I think he 43. Oh, child. Look, $5, please. Look, I think I put $2 in there. I did not want to be in that gas station. And then he had enough nerve to have a little line. And I could see this one man looking at me. And I was like, please don't say nothing to me. 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 As soon as I leave out of the gas station, excuse me. I'm like, oh my gosh. I said, yes. Well, you look good. That's all I want to say. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. Child, I was gone. Because, you know, when they say excuse me, it's like, can I get your number? And, you know, people acting crazy. Okay. They unhinged. So I was like, let me just try to get to where I need to go. So we can wrap this thing up. Child, this is crazy. Melanie said, Miss Misha, you can have a voice dating show, laugh out loud, like Love is Blind. Then we come back and let you know how the date went. Listen, I said that last season too. I was like, I could do like the host is blind, child. Like you could come over here and date anonymously. Okay, you don't have to turn your screens on, but you do need to have your like real face or something. Not even your real face, nah, because that wouldn't be dating blind. You could have something as your picture besides your face, even if you want to do something like an AI character or an avatar or whatever. And then you go through these like dating sequences through YouTube. And then like the people in the chat would vote for who you should continue with. Like I was really thinking about that because I like that idea, but I don't know if I'll get sued because it's along the premise of Love is Blind. So I don't know how to really execute it. I don't know, but I like it. I said the exact same thing. Folks are crazy out here these days for sure. Yeah, girl. I was like, let me hear him put this gas in here and get in this car. But luckily I made it. And when I made it, you know, I was able to just scurry on inside and everything was all good. But getting there, I was scared as hell. And I was scared as hell coming back home because I'm not used to coming home at night. And I'm not used to coming home at night by myself. So luckily I could just drive the car in and let the garage down. But you know, you got to make sure anybody rolled up underneath when you let the garage down. So, child, it was just, I ran in this house, honey, like I was breaking curfew. I said, oh, let me get inside, child. Hold on, let me go up. If you watch season 1 of College Hill, he was there and it's fine. Oh, baby, let me try to pull up a picture. Y'all, hold on 1 second. Baby, let me try to show you how Slim was looking. Oh, baby. Honey. Hold on. Ooh, boy, you're looking like you like what you see. Won't you come over and check up on it? I'm gonna let you work up on it. Baby, just looking good. Okay. Hold on, let me see if I can find him at the Beyonce concert of it all. Hold on, where did that video go? Oh, I think this is it right here. Wait a minute. Can I actually show this? Look at Tiana Taylor walking in front of him. Oh my goodness. Oh, child. That's gonna be my son's stepdaddy. I don't care what y'all say. I'm gonna speak it into existence. We got mutual friends, honey. My people know his family. We from the same side of Houston. Okay, we went to rival high schools. Like it's just a match made in Houston, Texas heaven. It's just gotta be. It's just gotta be, honey. And I told y'all that story time. I mean, it wasn't really a really good one, but I did tell y'all. Hold on. Okay, come on, Shay, honey. I know that's right. Okay, listen. I don't know. Can I show other people's Instagram on YouTube? Because you know they be violating you for everything. Can you show somebody else's Instagram? I know other people do it, but I'm always scared. Don't claim school. You heard he was no good. Who said it? Look, tell me who said it. I ain't never heard nothing bad about him. And he a Virgo too? Baby, our birthdays are not that far apart. Virgo's a good man. My best relationship was with a Virgo man. That man treated me like I was a queen. Do you hear me? Honey. That damn Ray J did nothing but sleep. He flew. I love me some Ray J. Oh, honey, I love Brandy brother. Hey, wait a minute. Ain't that Brandy's brother? I love me some Ray J. Oh, child. He sure do. He love him some Megan. But see, me and Megan, we can go toe to toe. Like, I mean, I got this grown woman body, honey. Now the knees might not give Megan, but everything else, honey, that waist is on slim. Okay, that waist is on slim thug, and I got a big old donk. She got a 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 donk. Twerk some. Twerk some. Honey, shout out to Soldier Boy. Like, I mean, I feel like I know you like Meg, honey, but you need you a regular schmegular girl. You need you a regular woman that's gonna hold you down. Okay, and that's loyal, and that's me. I'm just saying. Ooh, honey. Miss Mermaid said Misha got that thing on her, honey. Okay, sure they got it on her. I can sit my glass on her. I can pop a rubber band on her. I'm just telling y'all. Okay, this is Houston, Texas, born and raised. This is all real, honey. Squats, not shots. Houston has some beautiful women. Okay, some beautiful, natural, beautiful women, honey. I'm just saying. If he want natural, I got it. I got you. Okay, and I mean, I wanted to be a rapper. You can have you a fine YouTuber. I'm just saying, child. Misha, are you doing anything to process the? Oh, girl, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. That's why I'm not dating anyone. That's why I'm not dating anyone. I don't take any suitors. I don't do any texting, honey. We're not gonna canoodle. We're doing nothing. I'm working on me, and I just got through telling them that I've been single for like 7 years. I really have been working on me. And that's, with age comes maturity most times. And I really have been doing the work to not take anything into another relationship from my previous one. And I just got a little schoolgirl crush, but I've been having the same crush since the 90s. So this not nothing new. Child, I know I ain't gonna see Slim around the way. You know what I'm saying? But if I did have to have a crush on anyone, it would be him in Houston. Okay, in Houston, it will be him. But yeah, I'm definitely processing all things traumatic. I had an important question about Janelle and her girdle, and I feel slighted by you not addressing. What you say about Janelle? Y'all crazy. What you say about Janelle wearing a girdle? I ain't see it. Shayla, you did. My Virgo was so nice. He treated me so good, y'all. But we were in college and he said he felt like, he needed to explore and he didn't want to be in a serious relationship. And God bless you, honey. He didn't want to be in a serious relationship. He just wanted to be free and I respect it. But he treated me so well. He was very nice to me. He really was. I heard Slim a good dude. Even Latoya said that. Yes, they used to go to church every Sunday together. Like, yeah, that's one man she said she would be with again. I've never heard anything bad about him. I've heard he's always been respectful to women he's in a relationship with. Now, I don't know what happens with the other women. Maybe some of them said something, but I've never heard bad things. Misha gets Slim Thug and I get my Andre 3000, 3 stacks, aka ice cold. Oh, I used to love me some Andre 3000. That man know he handsome and still handsome to this day. You know who be pulling all the men? Y'all know who be pulling all the men? Erica Badu. Erica a baddie underneath all them clothes she be wearing, child. And she be pulling them in. She say she got the block on lock, the trunk stay locked, the Glock on cock, the block stay hot. I love that song. I be in here working out to that song all the time. Who has the YouTube link for the reunion? Here, I'm gonna tell you where to go to look at it. Hold on. Oh shoot, I spelled it. No, I spelled it right. Wait a minute, hold on, did I? Okay. Here, I don't know if it's airing on YouTube, but go to this. I just pinned it. I'm not going to be able to highlight it or anything, and I don't want to say it out loud because I don't want their stuff to get shut down. But yeah, go to this site right here, Candace, and you'll be able to watch it. Another round said, okay, now Misha, slow down now. I am not going to bother Andre. You can have him. You can have him. I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother. Ooh, child. Hasn't he? Paul Wall has aged nicely. And you know, it's so crazy because he's a real family man too. His wife be doing like aerobics classes and she does these workout things all the time, like every Saturday or something like that. I love that song too. I saw Erica live in 2019 and she sang that song for like 20 minutes straight. I was getting my life. I would have lost my mind. I saw her one time. She was at this Houston used to have like this car show, and it really was a big thing, and they would have a concert in the middle of the car show. I don't know if anybody else has ever been, but I went one year when I was in college and Erica was there and she sang that song, and baby, I just lost it. And plus it reminds me of this dude I was dating in college at the time. So we all had went, oh child, let me tell y'all this little certain y'all know I got a story time for everything. But we all had went to that concert and oh, he was fine. I wonder whatever happened to him. But anywho, I went and she sang that song and I was just losing it. I love that song. Like it's just something about it. Exactly. That's my secret favorite site. Okay. It comes through. Like when the streaming act like you don't want to stream, I go right over there. Janera said, and to a beautiful black woman, Paul is for the people. Okay. Ain't he for the people? Okay. Got his little kids and everything. And he has always been respectful. I have encountered him several times. He's never been like raunchy or disrespectful or any of that. He's a very stand-up guy. He from the child. He be trying to act like he from the hood, honey. He from the good part of Houston. Truth be told, but y'all ain't heard that from me. I heard LaToya say something slightly different. They did an interview together, and if I'm not mistaken, she alluded to him cheating. By the way, I dated a Virgo. He was and still is. He might have. I wouldn't put that past Slim. Now I ain't gonna put it past him that he ain't cheat. Miss Misha, Habibi had more than his deserved 15 minutes. Can you please take his photo down? Okay, yeah, let's get him out of here. Get out of here. Okay, he done. Child, thank you for bringing me back. I forgot he was up there. We started getting into the conversation. I'm like, Okay, let me see what's going on. Okay, but did you address the fact that Janelle had on her strike girdle? Her strike girdle slammed the table first, but security rushed to Tequila first. I didn't even notice that. Listen, Haitian Empress, when I tell you I was so checked out with this reunion because it was so boring, we have literally been talking about everything under the sun for a whole hour. An hour and 9 minutes. That's how poor this reunion was, part one. I have to go rewatch it so that I can actually care about what I'm looking at. But judging from when I watched it the first time, I ain't noticed nothing. I was like, what is this? Y'all don't need no 2 parts to this. And then I thought Tommy was going to trick us into a 2-hour review. I mean, 2-hour reunion, because he was like, we'll be right back with a 2-hour. I said 2 hours. Thomas, now I have a live planned. I don't have time to be playing with you for 2 hours. But then it went after she tried to fight Janelle, the screen faded to black. I was like, oh, another round said, Lord, driving and texting. Another round, do not be driving and texting. Janera said, and to that point, Janelle gets to play the victim when she starts it because her opponent is always more live. You think she started it though this time? Janera, how did she start it? Shakira said, Misha, don't waste your time watching this foolishness. I probably won't. But I do want to see what she's talking about the her thing being pressed up against the table. I want to see. Okay, y'all, I'm about to wrap this up. We have been on here for 2 hours and 10 minutes. I need to put some chapters so that people coming over here for the review won't be like, girl, what is this, honey? You've been talking about all kinds of stuff. What is wrong with you? I can't stay on track when it's boring. At the end of it, we got to just talk about whatever we want to talk about because it wasn't giving nothing. And if you watched it and think that it gave something, it did not. Okay, so Janera said she started by mentioning that feather. Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. You're right, Janera. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. You're absolutely right. She did start it by mentioning that feather. Mm-hmm. But see, my thing is this. That's why I told Tequila, don't let her bait you. Just because she says something, we don't give a damn. Act like you don't hear her. But see, I understand because it's like she's one of those people that like picks at you and doesn't expect you to react because she thinks she's big and bad and better than everybody else. So Tequila was basically trying to show her. But at the same time, I just feel like this is now your second time being shown in this light. Clearly, the producers are creating a narrative. So in order for you to be you outside of this show, don't let her get you there. Certain people you got to pay dust because you already know what time they trying to be on. You know what they're trying to do. And I feel like she was trying to bait her. But yeah, you're right. She did start it with that. You're right. Night night, Maisha. Rhea said, I don't think Janelle started it at all. Tequila came on 1,000 and ready for everybody. She called them immature on the couch. Oh yeah, she showed it and they ain't say nothing to her. Okay. It's just best they stay away from each other all the way around. Like, yeah, she did. And she was talking to Phil. And now, like I stated when I was doing that review, I feel like it's more than one mean girl. It's some of them are just more subtle because the way in which she ripped Philip a new one for absolutely no reason, that was just asinine. Girl, what's wrong with you? You talking about him filing for bankruptcy and what else is going on? Like, why would you even do that? And he looked so sad. Like, The Haitian Empress said, had Tequila come for that girl, she would have she would have had a solid argument. Tit for tat. Tacky feather for on strike girdle. Oh, child. Hey, Kelly. Shakira said, then Jessica said she might fight us right after Tequila said that. I did see that. I think Jessica was really scared. Maybe Jessica was trying to tell Janelle so Janelle could protect the both of them. I think she's going to try to fight us right after this. And that's when Janelle got in the back to mind. You want to fight me, Tequila? I'm like, y'all too old for this. Ugh. Is this what we're doing in our 40s? I don't think this age group don't have the same level of maturity as my mama and them in the 40s. When my mama and them was 40, baby, I thought they were the most grown adults I had ever encountered. I was like, dang, they're so sophisticated and stuff. Am I going to be like that? Here I am on TikTok talking about because I got the block on lock, the trunk stay locked. I am not that 40-year-old. I am not my mama at all. Okay? Because I still want to go outside. I still want to dip it low and pick it up slow. I'm not that responsible. Okay? Now, I'm a responsible mom and parent. I pay my bills and whatnot. But we're not the same kind of, we got to get ourselves together. Like, it's not good. JD said maybe Q went MIA because he was tired of Janelle's immature nonsense. I don't know now because when he was on that live last night, they were on that live for 2.5 hours, baby, and it didn't look like he was tired. It looked like he was right there with the mess. He said he liked everybody on the cast except Tequila. He made it very clear, and he said it several times. I said, dang. And Janelle said, I don't like nobody on this cast except you and Marie. And I think she said Herbert. No, she didn't even say Herbert because she was mad at him because Herbert said something on his interview as well. She said Marie, Quentin, and somebody else. I can't remember who it was. But yeah, she's definitely not. Bree said, I feel like Aries could have gave Phil a little more energy. I think they could have dived a little deeper off of the show. Yeah, I think she let her parent influence her. That mama's a little judgy one, honey. And when that mama came through and said it was done, it was a wrap. Because she was already feeling it. But then when her mom like co-signed it, that's when she definitely was like, yeah, no, I'm good. Yes, Riz, Janelle, and Red. But see, that's not shocking to me because she did say she had a connection with him in the beginning. That's why she was kind of being catty to Kira. So it didn't shock me, but who are you talking to today's day? Because on her live, another thing she said was she did find love. She said, I went on the show to find love and I found love. But then I don't think it's Quentin because Quentin was like packing his clothes or something. And she was like, I'm surprised that you're awake. He said, yeah, I have to go to a wedding tomorrow, which said to me that she didn't know his plans. And you would think if you're in a relationship or whatever, you would know exactly why he's shuffling back and forth through that closet. I was like, sir, get off this live, honey, going back and forth in that closet. So I don't think they're together. I don't. All right, y'all. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this live up. I had so much fun, even though we were talking about something other than Ready to Love for like an hour and 30 minutes. I still had a good time. And there were 900 of you consistently on this live, which tells me that we all bored, honey. Ain't nothing going on. So we just getting together and kikiing about nothing. But I'm about to get off of here. I'm going to go finish watching Love is Blind. If you haven't checked out Love is Blind episode 5 review, please check that out. Thank y'all so much for joining me for this live. Thank you for the cash apps and the super chats and all of that. I just appreciate y'all hanging out with me on a Friday night. Oh, before we go, let me try to show y'all what I wore to the Renaissance thing, to the Renaissance concert. Let me try to show y'all. Okay, hold on. Because, you know what, actually, let me just take this away. Let me show y'all because I meant to show it on my other live, but I didn't get a chance to. I forgot. So here, let's see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it, y'all. Oh, actually, I'll just go to Patreon and pull it up that way. And if you're not a member of Patreon, please don't hesitate to join, honey. Come on over. We got 3 different tiers, the $1 tier, the $3 tier, and the $5 tier. So for 4 quarters, you too can get in on the mess because it gets messy over there on that side. That's why I be, kind of getting into the mess a little bit. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can pull it up. So this is what I wore to the concert. Can y'all see it? This is what I wore. And I felt like I looked so good. Okay. It was hugging every curve, sitting how I needed to be sitting. It was just all to the good. It really was. So yeah, that's what I wore. Now I had several options for them to choose from. Okay. So that's option number 1. This is option number 2. Okay. Now, mind you, I ordered all of this stuff and it all came at the same time. One was like a day off. And so I ordered everything and I asked them to please tell me which one they thought I should wear. And a lot of people chose 3. Okay. And this is option number 3. Just the Beyonce shirt with the shorts, but everybody had them shorts on. So I'm glad I didn't get those shorts. Wear those shorts. And then these boots. So those were the 3 options. And I just decided to go with option number 1. And I felt good. Okay. Like I felt like I looked so good. My hair was cute. My makeup was very natural, but still giving shimmer. It was just everything. My press-ons was pressing on. Everything looked good. Like it just looked good. Yeah. So yeah, number 3, those shorts and that shirt. Yeah, I feel like if I was going to a party or something after that, like, cause sometimes, it just carries on, then I will wear 3 because my feet were screaming. But I did bring my slides, so I just put them on, after dancing for 45 hours. But yeah, that's what I wore, y'all. That's what I wore. So I had to make sure I showed y'all. But yes, let's get Miss Mermaid said 1 is giving goddess and sexy. And look, when I seen Slim, I was like, hey, Slim. Honey, I had to let him see this thing walking away. You hear me? I ain't never walked so hard in my life, and I thought I was gonna break a hip. I thought I was gonna break a hip, honey. But anywho, y'all, let me go on and do what I got to do. We'll get together another time. Thank y'all for joining me. Another round said she's seen so many 3s. A girl in Houston too. I said, y'all, I'm glad I ain't put that generic outfit on, honey. That was a uniform at this point. All right, y'all. I will catch y'all on the flip side. Y'all have a good night. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace. Night, night, y'all.